picture on the website, it ain't correct. This is what you're getting, basically. This is what you're getting. So you have got the diamond press, but effectively you're not paying for that.
No, at all, which is extraordinary, because you have got some gorgeous, gorgeous dies in this collection. I mean, it really is amazing. I'm glad we're spending a bit of time going through this, because it's important you understand what you're getting. You're getting wedding and baby words, both sets, set 1 and set 2, normally $34.99 that set. You are also getting, just down there, you are getting words of endearments, set 1,
very good,
and set 2. So you've got things like Just For You, Missing You, New Home, To The, and of course you've got Boy, Girl, Twin, Anniversary, Silver, Golden, in the words at the top as well. So fantastic collection that you can see there. And as well as all of that, you're getting that fabulous diamond press, and of course all the words will go through that. And with the diamond press you get 4 really useful,
there they are,
scallop circles, which are a great die to have in your collection, and your starter folder. It's an amazing collection. It really is one of the best opportunities I've seen.
Do you know what is interesting? Because when I look at these dies, I think, gosh, they're large. How do they go through this? But they do.
They really do. And you know what they give you is they give you beautifully clear folders, and you know the actual scallop circles are great, because with that scallop circles you can be making square flowers with this as well. Absolutely gorgeous, really nice. So you can see you've got the With Love, and you've got those lovely flowers which are made of the scallop circles. Get Well Soon. Obviously the nanas from the female words, which you've also got on the show. But look, that thank you card.
Look, isn't that brilliant?
Isn't it great?
And look at the font, it's so legible, it's very pleasing to the eye, and again, we need to stress that these will go through your small yet mighty machine.
They really will, and you know, that machine will cut so many things, not just your card and your paper, but it will cut things like your wood and your vellum. Shall we have a look? That would be great.
Here you go, because we've got the board here. So again, it's very, very impressive. Like, don't be fooled by the size of it. If you haven't yet got one of these machines in your crafty stash, you do need one. And of course, also we need to talk about, well, first off, let's have a look about the different mediums. That's
right. Yes, so you've got everything from glitter card to cork to funky foam, and of course, once you can cut funky foam, you can really start playing with your dies. You've also got things like the crepe paper. You've got magnetic card. You know, thin craft metal. It will cut vellum absolutely beautifully. And the whole thing about a diamond press is this is a completely portable system. It works on folders. You never have to remember a sandwich again in your life, because you just put what you want to cut through the folder with the material you want to cut, and you just crank it through. It is a fabulous little piece of kit to have sat on the side of your craft door, and it really is one of those that, you know, if you're stuck for a present for the granddaughter, the daughter, this is going to be one of those things they love. But look at this, isn't this gorgeous, with the baby boy on there and the welcome little one? All of those dies are coming with today. As well as the little machine that you don't even have to get your big old Gemini out to cut them.
That's the thing, because I think every machine has its place. So obviously we love the Gemini, but if you it's a bit tricky to take your Gemini with you on the train. There's no plug. So this is where you can still get crafting when you are on the go. That's what we love about it.
It is a huge one, and you can see how even the words on their own are going to make fantastic, fantastic cards. So you could be maybe doing on your wedding day. Wouldn't that be lovely?
That's fabulous. Look at these words. Again, they're very substantial.
They really are.
But as I said, they will go through. Now, again, let's have a look at the price of this, because effectively you are not paying for this fantastic machine. These are $29.99 by themselves. So you're getting the diamond press, you're getting the lovely set of 4 dies and one of the sandwiches. By the way, we do have extra folders on the show as well. And then you're getting all of these fantastic dies. As you can see here, look at this. Now, the first flexi buy is $34.99. Now, if you were buying the words, you know, a duo of the words by themselves, that's the same price, $34.99. So you can spread the cost, but then get everything, which I love.
Yes. I mean, I just think it's a great idea. And as you said, we have got the refill cutting folders on the show. And I would nip ahead and grab some of those because the folders will eventually wear out. But the more folders you've got, the quicker you can put things through. And we're going to have a play with that in a minute as well.
Indeedy. So if you would like to go for this, remember your first flexi buy is $34.99. You pay the next instalment next month, but don't worry, you'll still get these once you've paid that first instalment. $69.98 is the price if you go outright. Your item number is 42123. There we go. So fantastic set of dies. Remember, you are effectively not paying for your diamond press. Now, the next thing that we've got on the show, of course, we've got some more dies. Again, they will go through the diamond press. First off, these are your celebration word dies. Now, am I right in saying these have got a freedom discount? Oh, right. Yes, look at this. That's a massive discount. We have taken it down to $24.49. Is that 30% off? Oh my goodness, that's a really good price. So you've got things like special day, you're invited, you've got your numbers, happy Easter, season's greetings, happy birthday and invitation. So it is your wonderful celebration dies. Absolutely love these. Valentine as well are very perfect. Now, shall I show you the size again? Here they are. So now this is good because you can personalise because you've got the numbers separately. On your, could be 25th, 26th, 27th, it's up to you. I love this sample, it's really effective, isn't it? Look, so here we've got the happy. Here you go, this is what I mean about personalising. 36th, and you've got niece, that's really good, isn't it? So it's $34.99, but I would say it is a why not deal. Why not become a Freedom member because you're still paying less? And then all your postage is covered. So just £24.49 is the price if you're a Freedom member. Next up then, we have got the family and friends word dies. Now these are individual, so just check out. Again, they'll go through your diamond press and they're a really, really lovely size. Check these out. And so you've got friend, number one, your in-law, great cousin, our step. Step's a good one, isn't it? Parents, special friend, grandparents and world's best. I've got a couple of samples to show you. Have a look at this. So again, check out the size and check out the font. It's really, really legible. And as I said earlier, very, very pleasing to the eye. $13.99? Seriously, if you're a Freedom member, that's so good. Please, please make sure you're checking out your baskets for this. 179242 is your item number. Next up then, we've got the female word dies, and here they are. There it is. Female word dice, you've got auntie, ma'am. I love ma'am. That's good, isn't it? Mum, grandmother, wife, Mother's Day, granddaughter. So all of those. Now this one is $19.99. Or again, if you're a Freedom member, it's got a massive discount. We've taken it down to $13.99. Ever so good. And your item number is 746634. And then, of course, you know, if we've got the ladies, we have to have the gents, don't we? Because you can't leave them out. So here they are. You've got dad, granddad, grandfather, son, Father's Day, etc., etc. Again, $19.99 or $13.99 if you're a Freedom member. Your item number is 581288. All you need to do then is give us a call, 01733602000, or check out on their website at hochanda.com. Now, the refills for the diamond press, I would thoroughly recommend, if you can possibly put what you're saving towards getting the extras, that's a nice idea. They're only $9.99. And then, of course, because you've got all the different sizes, so they're going to be perfect for the words that we have got, well, the word dies that we've got on the show. Just $9.99. 220135 is your item number. Now, if you've got any questions, or do you know what, if you've been making anything using the diamond press, we'd like to see. Send your pictures to studio@hochanda.com or via Facebook. Over to you, Fiona.
Okay, so the diamond press. If you've never seen this before, this weighs just over a pound. I did remember the exact grammage, but I can't. But it is a lightweight little machine, and it comes complete. You don't have to do anything. You have got one lever at the back there. There is a sucker to stick it down onto a smooth surface and a handle to crank it through. Now, if I do, you press it down, press the handle down. Now look.
Strong.
That is the weight of that sucker, and that is a big old glass mat. And then you just release it to move it. So put your hand down, press it down. So these are the little cutting folders that you get. You pop your material in, pop your die on top, close them up, and just pop them through. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Incredible, isn't it? Now that is glitter card, straight through with the glitter card. Amazing. So shall we do cork now?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Just so that you can see. So, and the thing about this machine is any thin metal die which will fit, there we are, cork, that will fit in the folder.
Oh, it's sticky as well. It's got a stick.
Will go through, yeah, absolutely. Now look, this is a lovely little, let me pop that there, lovely little Sizzix house die that we've got. So it doesn't have to be, you know, just any die. So any of your smaller dies, you know, the dies that you think, oh, I've got to get the machine out to cut those. You don't need to now.
That's right.
This is the thing. They will cut beautifully every single time. And remember that, there we go, look at that.
Aww.
Oh my word, how pretty.
Look at that. I mean, it's even all the bits have fallen out. See what I mean? Like, the blade in here is ever so strong, just like your machines. Ooh.
Okay, we've got flying button dies. Now these are IO dies and this is felt.
Right.
Because
felt?
what I want you to see is, just because it is, I've always said this is a mighty mini machine. So we're going to look at this. Felt buttons. Here we go, Alex. Absolutely amazing. Not only cut, but cut beautifully. That's the thing. I mean, this is the thing. When you're playing with this kind of thing, you really can play. Now, look at the size of that die. Look, this I've moved to one of the bigger folders now, and I would highly recommend you getting that extra set of folders. Yeah. If this is your first diamond press, I've got some vellum, and I have got a huge die. These folders are 6 inches in length and 1 7/8 of an inch.
Right. That's good memory.
Deep. Yeah. Oof, there we go. There we go. So, yeah, the memory's fine. It's just the voice which is a bit ropey this morning.
Look at this.
Look at this.
Wow.
This is so pretty, and this is a really... Now, come on, Fiona, be careful here.
It's delicate.
Yeah, it is delicate, and it's got lots of little fronds on it, so I'm just being a wee bit careful, just to make sure I don't pull that away. There we go. Hold it in, hold it in, hold it in. You know, one of those, this die is like a feather. Do you know what I mean? It really is so pretty. So let's just take a look. You can see why, but look at that.
That is really incredible.
Look at that.
That's so delicate.
Isn't it? And how many, that's just seconds.
Yeah.
Just seconds. So this is the thing, you could be playing with this to your heart's content. I've even got some wood here. Okay. Let's have a play with that as well. Bit of balsa wood? Yeah, actually this is the craft wood that Crafter's Companion do now.
Oh no, I haven't seen this.
Oh, this is nice. It's an adhesive wood veneer. Right. Which comes in the most, so it's not only is it real wood, but it's adhesive as well. So look at that.
That's incredible.
So we have already cut felt, we've cut vellum, we have cut cork, we've cut wood, we have cut mirror card, we have cut a huge array, glitter card, huge array, absolutely huge array.
And it's so quick as well, because I mean, you can see this is going to be great for obviously your card making, your home decor, but mixed media as well, because you can cut so many things.
Wouldn't it be good? Right, okay, I've got some satin card here, and then I will clear up the chaos, which is my counter. But here we go. So again, the thing is, with this, you can use this left or right-handed as well.
Doesn't matter.
You don't have to just look at this.
How easy
my
is it?
word.
And look at the waist as well.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at these buttons. They're so cute. They really are lovely. Look at this.
And look at the emboss. So we haven't even embossed, but you can see it.
That's it.
Again, that's the strength of the machine. So as you can see, it's not just Crafter's Companion dies that it will take. It will take all sorts of different dies, and that is precision every single time.
Isn't it? There we go. So there we are. Oops.
It's all right.
Oops, oops, oops. But I think they're adorable. I really do think they're lovely. And I'll tell you what, shall we put one of those word dies through as well? So I have got, which one have I grabbed here? Wedding invitation, which is one of the ones. And you can see, for some of those longer words, you might want these longer folders.
Yeah, that's what I think.
They will kind of fit in. Majority of them will fit in the smaller ones, but the longer ones will make it easy for you. And there we go. Now, the other thing that we have got on the show, and of course all these dies, look at that, out the way. All these dies come with... Look at this.
It's beautiful.
So there is the invitation, and let me just pop out the wedding bit.
Look at that, isn't that lovely?
How amazing is that? There we are. Look at that, wedding invitation. And of course, those words are fantastic, aren't they?
Yes.
Really nice and clear. And of course, all of these come with this. So it really is a lovely thing because you're getting them on. I love the fact that they've put them on the magnetic storage.
Me too.
And I love the fact that that magnetic storage is pre-punched so that if you've got one of these little easy folders, you can pop them straight in.
Isn't that good? So the easy folder is also on the show for you.
Yeah. And
it does come along with 3 of the magnetic storage sheets. But as we're saying, you already, if you go for the word dies, they're already going to come on those anyway. $13.98 for the storage.
Yeah.
Your item number is 474987. So we've popped that on screen for you, but just look how many you get in here. I like you've got the full collection for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt it was important that I had.
But again, just check these out now. Oh, sorry, Fiona.
Do you know what it is? It's a thing that I know, no matter really what occasion I need to do something for someone. Let's say, and there's a card I've got here which says, to a special great-granddaughter. I know I have got dies in this whole collection now which will enable me to do that, and if I want to put 6th on it or 5th or what have you, I can. It's no worries. They stay safe here. I don't lose them because they're on storage and they're there for me to grab.
Perfect. Oh, I tell you what, we've got a question from Angie. Hello, good morning, Angie. You're up bright and early. Will these dies go through the Gemini?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, these are thin metal dies. They're a fantastic quality thin metal die, but any of your die cutting machines are out there. But if, like me, you tend to craft on the go, then it's fantastic.
Lovely. Do you need a moment, Fiona?
That would be great.
All right, so we'll do a quick recap. Have a look on the website because it's not just the diamond press that we've got on the show. We've also got our fabulous Xyron machines. We have got the 3-inch, we've got the 1.5-inch disposable, we've got the 9-inch, well, we've got them all. And, do you know, in all this time that I've been doing Hochanda, I had never seen that refill cartridge that's just on screen for you that has the magnetic side. So that's really cool, isn't it? I like that. Make your own magnets. Check out all of these 5-star reviews. Aren't they wonderful? That's the thing. That's the testament to how good the products are from Crafter's Companion. 5-star reviews all over the place. Now, without further ado, if you're just joining us, good morning. Happy Monday. What you have got this morning as a lovely little bundle is some fantastic dies. You know, the all occasion dies that are just you're gonna use again and again and again. So you have got the baby words, and you've got the and the wedding words, and you've got the endearment words. They're all a really fabulous size. In fact, when you look at them, they look so substantial, you think, there's no way they're going to go through the diamond press, but they absolutely do. So beautiful words, beautiful font, going to cover lots and lots of occasions. I mean, just look at this. You've got new baby, you have got wedding invitation, twins, little one, engagement, RSVP, and look at that font. Isn't that beautiful? Not just the top collection that you're getting, you are also getting your words of endearment down here. So you're getting those. Just for you, missing you, thinking of you, congratulations with sympathy, welcome home with love, and you've got your ordinals as well. Or punctuation marks, sorry, punctuation marks, that's what you've got. Now, the machine. If you don't yet have a a diamond press machine in your crafty stash, you need one. And also, can I just say, this is a great little stocking stuffer, maybe for somebody that's getting into crafting, maybe for somebody who doesn't have the space for a Gemini and can't afford one right now, you know, because we're sometimes all in that place. So you can get the lovely diamond press with also you're getting a set of 4 rosette dies, and you've got the folder as well to get you started. Effectively, you are not paying for this fantastic machine because this is normally $29.99. That is your saving. $69.98 is the price, or it's 2 payments of $34.99. Now, one of these duos of dies is $34.99 in its own right, so you can spread the cost and get everything. Your item number is 421123. Okay, next up then, if you haven't yet got the celebration word dies, you can go for it now. It's got a huge 30% discount if you're a Freedom member. So you have got the celebration word dies, and you've got things like you're invited, special day, happy Easter, season's greetings, and you've got your numbers, but just check out the price. $34.99, but don't pay that. You're better off setting yourself up as a Freedom member, and you're still saving even more, and your postage is covered for the month. That is what we call a why not deal. $24.49 is the price. 179242 is the item number. Next up then, you have got, where is it? It's over here. There we go. Next up then, you've got the family and friends word dies. Should just say you're getting that duo there together. This one is an individual die. Family and friends word dies. Again, very, very useful. And you've got great cousin, step parents, special friend, grandparents, world's best. I like that one. $19.99, but $13.99 if you're a Freedom member. Seriously, such good value. 179242. No, that's not your item number. 268961. Clearly, when I was making my post-it notes last night, I looked at the wrong one. Anyway, next up then, we have got the female word dies. So obviously useful because you've got auntie. I love that you've got from different regions of the country because you've got mam and mum, and you've got granddaughter, grandma, nana, daughter, sister, fiance. $19.99, but again, just $13.99 if you're a Freedom member. 746634 is your item number. Then we have got the male words. Do have a look at the font. It's a really beautiful font. And obviously, of course, I'm going to say if you go for the female words, please go for the male words because you're going to need them. You've got grandfather, son, Father's Day, dad, granddad, father, nephew, all of those that you could wish for, uncle, brother, etc. Again, $19.99 or $13.99. Item number here is 581288. Now, we've got the Xyron machines, and I would say do check this out because we don't have much stock left. Now, this is the one that's got the magnet and the laminate. And here are the details, just $29.99. But as I said, we don't have much stock of this available. Always sells out when it comes back in. 075009 is your item number. And here's the 3-inch. Now, again, this is another absolute crafty essential. Perfect little size. It's $12.99. 525385 is your item number. All you need to do then is give us a call, 01733602000, or check out on the website at hochanda.com.
Okay, so I am just grabbing some dies, and the advantage of having them in a set like this is you can just flick through them and find the ones that you want. So I want the With Love, which is one of the ones which comes with, which is that one. No,
it's hard to read backwards, isn't it?
Do you know, normally I'm fine with it, but some days the eyesight won't. But what I've got at home is I've actually cut these all out.
Oh, okay.
So I've put them next to it so that I can have a look and remember which ones are in there. So we're just going to pop that down there for now. And again, this is simplicity really, and this is the whole thing. Now, Can you see my paper is slightly bigger than my folder?
Yeah.
What I will do is just trim that down, because the opening of this is 1 7/8 of an inch.
Right.
So it makes sense to make sure that your paper is, otherwise all it's going to do is scrunch up. But I can pop the With Love and the Grandma through with that longer folder all in one go. So again, just hold it, turn it, and it's done. That's
so
it.
quick, isn't it?
Amazing, isn't it? So we'll just pop that out to one side and pop these out. Here we go. And this is going through 310.
Is it?
GSM?
Wow.
This is the cardstock that we launched birthday week. So let me just pop that out. There we go. There's the Grandma, and we'll just get the With Love out as well. And then what I'm going to do is, I've actually got my little Xyron here, and I'm going to pop these through the little Xyron because they don't need the big machine. I'm going to be using the big machine as well.
Xyrons are invaluable because, as I said, I'm all for wet glue. It has its place, but sometimes when you've got something that's very intricate, you don't want to get in a gluey mess. Or
if you're crafting in a hurry, which heaven help me, I always try not to be, but you can guarantee I am, and it will be stuff which needs to go in the post there and then. And I haven't got time to let the glue dry. I need it to be ready to go. So actually, my Xyron is one of those things which actually sits out on my craft desk, and you can always tell. So with the 3-inch Xyron, this is a disposable. All I'm doing is just laying my words through. And this is simplicity itself. You just get a hold of that end, boom, and pull it through. And that's done. Those words are now immediately a sticker. And it tells you, rub and peel technology. What you're going to do is rub them
and peel them.
And then peel them away, and they're ready to go. But whilst I've got my Xyrons out, I've got to pop some bits through. So shall I bring in this one?
Look at this beast.
Yes, this is lovely. This is the 9-inch Xyron. Now, the 9-inch Xyron will take 5-inch cartridges and the 9-inch cartridges. So you can have the cartridge depend on what you want.
That's good.
Really easy to change. They've changed, and there's the cartridge in already. That's your feed tray. You close that down, and it should be ready to go. Let me just make sure. Yeah, there we go. And you can see it's ready to go. So what I need to do is just make sure I'm popping these through the right way. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I just need to make sure I've got the right bit which is going to be sticky, because these are actually going to back. I'm going to make a card which is made with adhesive.
Right.
And so these are actually going to stick on the back of the card, so it hides the working.
Oh, I see.
And what this does is it gives me a complete sticker, which is just such a good idea. They can go through as well.
You can put so many pieces through at one time. A piece of
lace is going through as well. And the thing is, it comes with 25 feet of adhesive loaded, and with today you're getting another 40 feet on that roll as well.
That's incredible.
Extraordinary. And of course you don't have to leave a whole heap of space like that. You can use that whole sheet, or if you're only using a small one, you can swap it out and put the smaller cartridge
in. That's really good. You've got a massive £40 saving on this. You have. I mean, it really is. Now with lace, what I really like to do is to give that lace a bit of welly, because what that is imagine the finest die cut with lots of little strands. So you really want to make sure that that glue adheres to that. With the flat pieces of card, it's a flat piece of card, quite honestly. And the other thing you can do is just go around the edge of it. Now, this is before I have taken the covering off. There we go. And what that will do is give me edge to edge adhesion on my cardstock. Absolutely, there we go. And we'll just go around that as well. Nice, simple, quick, easy to do. Prepare these in advance, and if you prepare it and you don't use it, it will sit there for years. I was going to say, just leave it on there.
I have got bits in my craft room which, honestly, 3 or 4 years ago I put through a Xyron and never used, and it's just sat there ready for me to use it. And then what you do is peel that away, and they're all stickers and ready to go. So should we put a card together?
That sounds like a plan.
So I've got a piece of acetate here, which I folded to make myself a card. There you go.
I love these cards.
I like working with acetate. I think it's a fun thing to do. So what I want to do first, now look at that, edge-to-edge adhesion. So I just need to make sure, there we go. Yep, there we are. And then I want to put the other one on the same place. So the easiest thing to do is to make sure I do that is, there we go.
Look at that adhesion.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's strong stuff too.
Oh, it really is. So there we go. Oh, that's a little bit on the wonk, but I'm sure you'll forgive me. So can you see what I've got now?
Yep. Beautiful.
Pretty, isn't it?
How quick is this?
And then I've got another 2 pieces that I did earlier, which ran through, and all I did with those before I popped them through was just put a bit of distress ink around the edge.
Oh, I see, yes.
But now,
hiding any, well, not that you can see any adhesion.
no, this is the thing. Now, bear in mind that I put this on clear acetate. I'm just making sure I've got that in the right place. It is ridiculously sticky. It is crazy sticky stuff.
It's good stuff.
So there we go. That's going to sit there.
Yeah.
This bit is going to sit in the centre, just there. So I've kind of got myself a little frame going on.
Yeah, that looks
but you
really
can't
pretty.
see how this floating card mechanism is going to line up. Then we're going to pop a bit of lace.
Look at all these
just
different
at
mediums.
the side. I know it's nice and easy way to do mixed media. You know, great on canvases and on scrapbooking as well, because how else would you get edge-to-edge adhesion on that lace without any of that glue seeping through?
Yeah, and wet glue is no good with lace.
Well, it really isn't, is it? I mean, you can drive yourself batty with it. You really can. So here we go. And then what we'll do is we will just pop a little one there. We're going to pop this little one.
How effective is this? And how quick is this for batch making?
That's it. That can just go away. And then we've got the With Love Grandma, which is just going through the smaller one. There we are. Oh,
is it ripped?
I forgot to rub it.
Oh,
I forgot to rub it. Let me rub that one. Okay, so good to see. If you don't rub it, what will happen? Mind you, it'll take me a moment to cut another one. But if you don't rub it, what will happen is you won't break the adhesion. It will come off on the cover sheet.
I see.
And what I didn't do was break the adhesion, but I will stick the grandma there.
Yeah.
So that you can see that. And I'll show you the one which I have finished off. So there's the grandma. You can see, there you go. That's what happened with that, because I haven't broken the adhesion. So it has just sat down just there and somewhere.
Can we fix it?
No, I would give that up as a lost cause.
Oh, okay, right. Okay.
Because it will take. Oh, it's only a scrap of paper.
True.
But if I bring that one in, just there.
Look how beautiful
There we
this
go.
is. How effective.
Aren't they pretty?
Yeah, and a
really
floating
pretty.
card. You're not having to use your wet glue. Everything's been used as a nice new sticker, if you will. And check out those lovely words, the grandma with love, those wonderful sentiment dies. Beautiful.
Aren't they lovely? And I mean, this is the thing, you cannot see how that card has been put together.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Fiona.
Pleasure.
Have a look on the website. We have got lots of fantastic goodies for you. Obviously, we have got the diamond press. Again, I just need to state that the image is incorrect on the diamond press. I do apologise. We'll fix it for later, but it's very early and nobody's in photography. So what you're getting is the diamond press with the 4 lovely rosette dies and one of the folders.
Yes.
And then you're also getting the wedding and baby dies and the terms of words of endearment. That's what you're getting, just to reiterate. Now, our very, very mighty 9-inch machine, which is coming with a refill as well, is just phenomenal. As you've seen, how useful is it? Yeah.
Now, just look at what you could be doing with this. This is the thing. You've got, all of these were put on using the Xyron. So you've got corrugated card on here, we've got fabric, we've got leather, we've got buttons. You've seen us make these boards time and time again in shows. Look, they've stayed stuck. Even the smallest piece of metal, buttons, felt. You haven't got to worry about fine images anymore. Look again here, metal charms that we've got here, plastic buttons, fabric, lace, no glue. This is why I love it. And this is, of course, only one thing. When you then get on to using things like your magnetic cartridges, wow, wowee. Look, wooden embellishments that we've got here. You have got glitter card that you've got here, felt lace, the Hessian, with no glue coming through. And when you then start turning these into cards, look at that. You have got a card which is a mixed media card made directly, which can go straight in the post.
Love this one.
Isn't that lovely? With those beautiful rosette flowers, everything on these cards has been glued with the Xyron, including these incredibly ornate frames. Or look at this, there's another beautiful, beautiful card on acetate. And if I turn that over,
completely
look,
clean.
No glue. This is the thing.
Glass, love it. Sticking it onto glass, that's so clever.
Little button jars. Now that I made 3 years ago.
I remember you saying this is how strong the adhesive is.
But this is the thing, you know, you can use all your little scraps. You haven't got to be constrained, and you're getting 65 feet.
That's
longer than my back garden. It really is. That's extraordinary.
So this is a lot of card making or home decor making. It really is. It's going to very, very much last you. It's a very impressive machine.
Yeah.
Very strong adhesive. Now, it is $79.98. However, if you want to spread the cost, it's $39.99. And for all that adhesive, that's going to really last you.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. It really is. And we've got some of the cartridges which I know are so popular on the show. So just quick heads up, if you've been waiting for that magnetic cartridge,
it's here
in either the 5-inch or the 9-inch to come into stock.
And I just want to say that's a £40 saving on that one.
Wow.
It's a good saving.
Huge.
Next up then, so we've got the two-sided lamination refill.
Yes.
I love lamination. I don't know why.
It's one of those things which means that your family recipes are going to stay nice and clean. You know, you can actually be using these. And what you're getting here, again, is you're getting two-sided lamination. Cold lamination process. All you do is swap out your cartridge. And you can do this mid-cartridge. You don't have to wait for it. But maybe it's going to be your recipe, recipes, or maybe your patterns. You can tell I'm not a sewer, can't you? But look at this lovely idea. What about laminating the family recipes?
What a nice idea.
Isn't that a lovely idea? So you've got that cold lamination, great for things that you can't hot laminate. And there are things which are on heat sensitive paper that, of course, if you try and heat laminate them, they just go black.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? I was just thinking photographs as well that you want to keep safe.
Yeah, I mean, things like baby scans used to always be on photosensitive, heat-sensitive card. And, of course, if people tried to hot laminate them, they just went black, which is a shame. So, yeah, keep them nice and safe.
Very good. Again, this is a good deal, $29.99. Your item number is 548390. Then next up, now this one's interesting. I'd love to see this working actually. One side laminates and the other side is a magnet?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So if I lean forward and pick this up, you could be making little magnets which go through. You could have game boards on your fridge. You could be doing letters. You could be making your own fridge magnets. You could be making your own keepsake notes on there as well. Maybe it's a recipe that you use time and time again, which you're going to stick to the fridge.
Very good
Or
idea,
maybe it's important phone numbers. Maybe it's your emergency numbers which you're going to have just on a laminate, on a magnet attached to the fridge. Brilliant idea, and we'll show you how to do that in a minute.
And obviously, with the laminating one and this one, it fits into the 9-inch.
It does.
Machine.
Yes, all the cartridges we've got on the show today fit into the 9-inch machine.
Really good. So again, you've got a good deal on this. We do not have a lot of stock, and it normally sells out very quickly. $29.99 for that one. Then we go to our 5-inch machine. So this is the two-sided 18-foot worth of lamination refill for the 5-inch. I hope that made sense.
So this is now you've got a lovely little game down here where it's actually been used just to print off simple shapes from the internet, and you can have a colour matching game. Maybe for kids, if you're working in playgroups, that kind of thing, great idea to do. So this one is laminate on both sides. Now the next one
Under a different item number, just to say.
Next one is laminate and magnet. So this is a smaller version of the 9-inch one, and you're getting 18 feet. But if you're only doing small magnets or family photos, maybe you're going to want to use that. But let me explain about this one right at the end.
Okay, again under a different item number.
A different item number. Now this is one side laminate, one side adhesive. The reason that's important is if you want to laminate something you're going to use on scrapbooking, you need this to put the sticky on. Now that is actually my grandma. My grandma and her sister. Oh. Yes. So that is my grandma Edith and her sister.
But you're preserving something
so
precious.
Absolutely. And you know, we all know that computers are great, and we all know that they're wonderful things, and we all have our photos on them. My computer failed about 3 months ago. I nearly lost a lifetime of photos which I had been put on there. I was absolutely devastated, and it's actually reminded me that, you know, it's nice to have them kept safe somewhere electronically, but actually there's nothing to beat having a photo in a photo album or in a scrapbooking page that you can go back, and those memories may only be important to me, but that's enough to keep them safe. Your memories,
that's the thing. So check out on the website. So this particular one is just $14.99. So one side laminate and acid free as well.
Yes, yes.
Very
so for scrapbooking, fantastic.
And your item number is 441045 for this one. We've got some more things for you to add to your basket. So we've got the storage collection. So this is the easy storage folder, and it does come to you with 3 magnetic refills as well, or sheets if you will. This is just $13.98. Your item number is 474987. Something else that's very, very popular are the refills. Are we talking about the refill folders? Yes, I thought so. Right, so this is for the diamond press. So because you've got some longer ones that you'll need for some of the word dies, 16 centimetres long, those. $9.99. You get the set of 12. 220135 is your item number. All you need to do then is give us a call, 01733 60 2000, or check out on the website at hochanda.com.
Okay, so 9-inch machine, fabulous machine. I'm just going to talk you through again. When you take it out of the box, all you have to do is flick that handle up and click it back. Then it's absolutely fine. To open the machine, there is a little button. You press it and you open it. There you go. To change your cartridges, you just take them out. There you go. That's it. And you can do that mid-cartridge use. Now, come and have a look at the inside of this machine. And what you will see is you can see all the different cartridges you can get, and they're all colour-coded as well. So you can actually see. Now, can you see there is a little plastic lug down there?
Yep.
When you flick that up, then you can put the 5-inch cartridges into there.
I see, very clever.
Such a clever idea, isn't it? So, to put this down, now I'm going to do this my way round. So, what you do, and I will... Right, let me tip that up so you can see. There we go. Ah, overhead cameras. What a clever invention they are. Just pop that through, and then all you do is close this down, making sure that your feed edge is through there. Yep. So let me just get that through, and I'm going to close this down, hopefully. There we go. And as I click it into place, you heard that click. Hopefully what it's done, if I've done it right. Sorry, trying to do this upside down and backwards at the moment.
No, bless you.
Okay, let me just make sure I've got my little leading edge through between my rollers, and then we're going to close it down. That should clamp it through, and then when I roll it, yes, look, there's my laminate and fridge magnet. Okay, I have got a picture here. This is my sister, my niece and me. Taken a couple of years ago. But let's say I wanted to turn that into a fridge magnet, so I could pop it on my fridge. If I just... There you go. Done. Isn't that great?
I love this.
Absolutely
it's so
great. And again,
you've got
your trimmer on there. There you are.
Oh, I'm going to have a look at your sister.
She's very beautiful and very tall.
Oh, it's really?
Yes, she really is. I don't know what happened to me, but they all are now. They all tower above me. And then what you would do with that is just trim it, so you can see. I mean, it is perfect, and all you need to do is trim it down.
So it doesn't come apart if you trim it?
No,
oh,
no.
That's good.
So just trim it down. Here we go.
Do you know, it's a nice, I know this might sound a bit daft, it's a nice weight of magnet. It's not too heavy, but it's not flimsy either.
Absolutely. If our floor manager was feeling terribly helpful and could grab me that metal tin, which is by the fridge, by the magnet roll, shall we just make sure it works?
Yeah, that's good.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Here we go.
Forgive my trimming, but look. There we go.
It's a very strong magnet.
How quick was that? I mean, this is the thing. You can be making these as quickly as you like. They're just fantastic, aren't they? Really good. Shall we see?
Our floor manager's handed in a pan. Where's this come from?
I don't know, but it's nice to have, isn't it? But look, you could be making your own fridge magnets. You could be making them out of anything you wanted, really.
So good, this. Very busy for this. $79.98. Oh, is that for the machine? For the machine, I think so, yes.
I would grab one of these, if you can, one of the cartridges, either the large magnet one or the smaller one, depending on how you feel. Let's just,
what things you're going to make magnets.
Yeah, absolutely. What about a button magnet?
Okay.
Or a flower magnet. There we go.
Cute.
So here we are. So we've just, again, I'm just rubbing that down to make sure it's adhered all the way down. And again, just round that button. And then you just cut them out. And that will give me a little magnet on the back. Really good, isn't it?
Now, just a quick mention that the machine itself is $89.99. Don't go for that. Go for the machine and the refill.
Yeah,
because then that's £10 cheaper, and you can spread the cost on FlexiBuy.
Yeah, I mean, it is one of those things that once you've got it, you will be very happy. Now,
you wonder why you didn't get it.
Wonderfully well trimmed,
No,
but
don't
you'll
worry
forgive
about
me
that.
I'm sure.
Look at that. Button magnets, why not?
Wouldn't that be great? So you could have a magnetic board game and magnetic counters.
Oh, such a good idea.
Or do you know what? You know that word game, things like Scrabble or word tiles, letter tiles? Imagine putting those all through.
That's such a good idea.
You would have good fun, wouldn't you? Or even die cutting your words.
Yeah.
And sticking those all on the fridge. Wouldn't that be good fun?
That's nice. You could do positive words to give you a lift every morning when you go to the fridge.
Really lovely way. And then when you want to rechange it...
Yeah.
Here we go. There you are. You lift it out. Done. And you don't have to finish it off. And then to put this one back in, all you do is you flick that flat and you pop it in.
Yep.
And that is it. It's got little tram lines, which when you're not doing it upside down and backwards, there we go. On you go. That goes down there. That's ready to go again.
Lovely.
It's so easy, isn't it? This is the thing.
It totally is. So
simple.
very good machine. $79.99. Remember, you do get the refill as well with 40 feet on it. It'll come preloaded with, is it 25 feet? Yes, it is, of adhesion. $79.98. Oh, how quick is this? See, how quick.
This is the thing. You really don't even have to stop. You can just keep going and popping through what you want to pop through. There's your cutter. That's done. I mean, so easy, isn't it? Quiet, quick, simple to do. And believe me, the permanent adhesive in this is super strong. It will not give up lightly.
Well, I was going to say, because I know, I've seen these samples and they have lasted and lasted and lasted. Then they get carted around everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. And, you know, they get in and out of boxes and they have to look good. You can use them for home decor. You can use them on glasses. You can use them with your ribbon. You could be using them to make little decorations. Or you could be using them simply, as I'm doing here, to do your matting and layering on a card. So there we go. So, but I mean, how quick? That would be ready to go in the post. extraordinary, really, isn't it?
Like I said, you know, there's always a place for wet glue, but sometimes you just don't want to get in a gluey mess.
That's right, absolutely. So there we go. And that matting and layering is done in a trice. There is no way that is ever budging off that now.
Very clever, this.
This is the thing. It's really great, easy to do. I'll tell you what, let me see what else we've got. Shall we just pop a load of bits and pieces through? So let's just throw a whole heap of bits through, shall we?
Okay.
Why not? Because we can.
All different shapes and sizes.
Yeah. Well, I'm just literally grabbing things from here at the moment. So I've got a little bow. I've got a huge amount of lace. We don't need that much. Let's just grab that off. And you can literally just pop it through. So here we go. Let's just get the bow. Now, all I'm doing with my fingers there, I'm tilting it forward. So hopefully the rollers will grab it. I was a bit keen with that bow. It might be a bit tight. Let me just grab that out.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay. Not going to grab out. There we go. What you can do is it's 3/8 of an inch wide.
Yeah.
So I'm just pulling that back because that was a bit too thick. I was being a bit keen on that. So we will just pop that through. Here we go. And if it is a bit thick, then what you will do is it will struggle to go through the rollers. And that's what that did as well. It sort of said to me, don't be silly, Fiona. That is way too thick. But again, there we go. Got some florals going through there as well.
Felt. That looks like a fairy material, actually.
It is lovely, isn't it? Shall we pop some lace through as well?
Why not?
Let's just pop a piece of lace through there as well. So there we go. And
so
again,
obviously, you know, we wouldn't waste all of this.
No,
but
no, absolutely not. But for the purposes of just showing you the kinds of things that you can be popping through this, why not? So again, particularly with material, give it a jolly good rub, because that material is like all of their wonderful little bits. But look, again, just give it a nice solid rub. I've just got an old bone folder here, which gives me a nice strong edge. And again, just round that button, give that an edge. And then we're going to peel this away, and hopefully, yeah, there we go.
Perfection.
There we are. And then this will just sit, and we can peel it off and put it straight on a jar. Now imagine this is wedding favours.
Oh, gorgeous.
You know, imagine you're decorating something. Now, you will do this far more prettily than me, but look, this is done. How else? How else would you do that?
Yeah, because...
Now, come and have a look and see if you can see the glue.
That's the thing. You can't... The wet glue, it would all be squishing through, and you... Even though with your dry as clear glue, you can still see the residue.
You can.
Yeah.
And then I'm just popping. I'm going to turn this round. Popping a piece of felt. Felt is tricky, tricky to do, of course, isn't it? Because the glue comes through. There's a button. There we go.
Material on top of material.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is with this, you know, whether you're doing photos, whether you're making your magnets, whether you're doing things like decorating jars, it is wonderful. It really is such a great machine.
Nice. Now, we are running out of time, so here's the website. Have a look online at hochanda.com. We've got all of the wonderful Xyron machines. You've got your 1.5, you have got your 3-inch, 9-inch, and you've got your 5-inch refills as well on the show. And the fact that we've also got some that make magnets, it's really nice. It's just fun. They're the little things in life that are very pleasing, aren't they? Now, so the Xyron machines. Here's the 9-inch. You're getting 65 feet of adhesion.
Yes. 25 feet is loaded, another 40 feet on the cartridge which is coming with. And of course, as I say, you can interchange them with other cartridges. You don't have to just use it all and then worry about it. And you can be cutting things like felt, intricate die cuts. What you do with this is you turn everything into a sticker. This is the thing, everything becomes a sticker. Vellum, nice and easy to do. Lace, you just saw me do. Ribbon, you just saw. Look at these intricate, how else would you get glue behind every single one of those? Well, you give up. You definitely would. Metal charms you can stick. You've got copper on there as well. Really easy. Look at this intricate die cut. Fantastic, really good. You've also got these beautiful wooden embellishments, buttons. You've got metal here, felt. I mean, it is just so easy. Denim, balsa wood, holographic card. Yep. Your lovely brads. Look again, fine, detailed. Gems, or maybe these gems that you buy in the trimmings department. All of them can become self-adhesive, and you can be using them time and time again.
You know, some of these embellishments are quite heavy. Again, that's testament to how strong the adhesion is.
Absolutely, and I think the thing is that if you know it's going to work and you know it's going to stay stuck, then you're going to be more inclined to play and to actually experiment with using bits and pieces on your cards as well.
Indeed. So if you'd like to go for your 9-inch Xyron and the refill, this is 882258. That's your item number. So it's $79.98 or $39.99 in terms of flexi buy, and you've got a whopping £40 off. Oh, look at this.
We haven't even talked yet. Maybe we'll do this at 10 o'clock. We haven't even talked about how you can use it to do a faux decoupage without all the mess.
Oh, how good is that?
What a good idea.
Now, we've also got some refills. So this first one, this is the two-sided lamination refill, 40 feet you're getting on this one, and it fits obviously the 9-inch station.
It does, absolutely. So recipes, anything you want to keep safe, could be birth certificates, marriage certificates, maybe it's special remembrance cards that you've got for people. I mean, it's a great way of doing it, really lovely, cost-effective way of laminating.
And you said as well, it's your cold laminating. Some things get ruined by the
hot laminating process.
So this is $29.99, 548390. Next up, we've got the one side lamination and the other side is the magnet.
Yes, so think about turning your special memories into fridge magnets. Laminating maybe, or putting all your emergency numbers that you need, a handy place on the fridge or wherever you've got some metal board games. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. We struggle to keep this in stock, and I would grab it.
$29.99. Very quickly then, we have got the 5-inch collection.
So 5-inch double-sided laminate, like the big one but smaller, works in the 9-inch machine. Then we have got the laminate and magnet, so that's the smaller one you just saw me using, and then the one which is laminate and sticky, which is fantastic if you want to keep it for things like keepsakes, scrapbooks, memory books, because you do need something which puts the sticky on the other side.
Lovely. Just to reiterate, all of these though are under a separate item number, so do have a look on the website. All you need to do then is give us a call, 01733602000, just to say as well, these will go in the 9-inch too.
They will, absolutely.
As well as obviously the 5-inch, because that's what they are. I do have a look on the website at hochanda.com, and we'll be back together at 10 o'clock.
We will indeed.
Please make sure you're checking out your baskets. These are your essentials. We'll be right back after this short break. Coming up next, we are stamping with Hobby Art, and then after that we've got the Linda Williams book launch one-day special, and then the Xyron Creative Station range, and also check out Sky 676 for Crafting Market.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp Limited. We're well known in the industry for designing and manufacturing top quality, award-winning craft products. As with all craft projects, you need a good starting place, a great stamp, a top quality stencil, and in recent times we've developed the groovy parchment art system so that your line art is perfect on parchment. Another exciting development to come from the marriage between parchment and our stamp company is the fabulous designer papers and now the designer parchment. There is nothing like it. Each groovy plate is precision etched, and by simply getting in the groove with a stylus, you can easily transfer great designs onto parchment. Groovy is a modular system. The plates complement each other and work beautifully together. They are packed with elements and allow you to build your own original artwork. Whether you're a novice or a traditional parcher, you will love these plates, And for me personally, having beautiful line art is what motivated me to want to learn traditional parchment skills. So why not get in the groove with us here on Hochanda?
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafter's Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
Good morning, Jenny.
Morning.
Hey, I tell you what, this first set of stamps really put a smile on my face.
It did, didn't it?
The flamingos! We like flamingos. They're very on trend.
Are they?
Yeah, very on trend. Have you seen all the home decor, everything?
Yes.
You get lit up ones and all sorts.
Yes, we have a...
There he is! Oh my gosh, well, I will have to go and get him in a little bit, but he's just too cute, that. Okay, so, the designer.
This is Janie Burnett Bleach on this one. Yes, and she's done a wonderful job here. It's a large set. You've got lots and lots of elements in there, and they all mix and match together to make, well, as you will see, beautiful artwork.
Look at this. This stamp sheet is absolutely covered. You've got 20 stamps, and there's something about the flamingo that does put a smile on your face. They're very elegant, and if only I could stand on one leg for so long.
Yes.
Now, we've got some beautiful samples. Check these out. Look at this. Your design team are fantastic.
They are, aren't they? They're absolutely fantastic.
Wow, look at this. How full is this? See what I mean? So elegant, aren't they?
Elaine did that one.
Yep. That's beautiful. It's so full. I love that you've got the flamingos in the background as a silhouette with that one.
Yes, Marianne did that one. Absolutely stunning. All the cutting out on there as well. It's... I mean, I think that these cards say it all, don't they? They show you the true versatility of the set.
Look at that decoupaging. That's incredible.
It is, isn't it? Absolutely stunning.
And let's bring this one in. Oh,
just love
this
that.
Is nice.
So bright. Franca did that. She's in the Netherlands, and that's just been done with distress inks and a stencil and so on. But absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Really beautiful. Now I'll just pop this down just there for a second because... Oh, hang on. Be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons. Brilliant expression. Now, how does this open up for me?
You just pull this off, like so.
See?
There we are. Oops, got it the wrong way out.
Oh, hang on then. There we go.
One of Heidi's.
Boom! That looks really cool, doesn't it? That's so nice. I love that. I don't want to lose the edge of that one.
I'll put it back on.
Thank you, Jenny. Oh, and look at this. This one's quite romantic, actually, I think.
It is, isn't it? Very moody, atmospheric, yes.
Beautiful. I love looking at all these samples. This is just fantastic. Look, there we go. Last one for now, but I will show you some more as we go through the course of the hour. So just $14.99 for your flamingos. There we go. And it's called Flingo the Flamingo.
Yes, Janie named it.
I love that. So remember, that is 20 stamps that you're getting for $14.99. 727667 is your item number. Next up, we have got Nature's Song. Now, you've got 16 stamps on here. It's an A5 stamp sheet. This is a very large stamp, actually.
It is, yes. You need a reasonable card for it. But that's what's so lovely about it. You can stamp it in one and just colour in, which is... joy to me.
Favourites.
It's one of my favourites. I love the colouring in. So you can make very large cards, but with the elements as well, you can make smaller cards too.
Look at this. Isn't this beautiful?
That's one of Elaine's. It looks like material, doesn't it?
It does,
you know,
doesn't it?
the Liberty prints and so on.
Oh, very,
But
very
don't you
nice.
think it looks sort of, yeah, I love it.
Very, very grand and extravagant. Oh, and look at the colouring on this one.
There again, it's just been used as a complete stamp on that one. But as you go through, you'll see the elements used as well. So that's made up of the elements, which makes it far more versatile.
Beautiful. Oh, and again, look at this one as a silhouette.
I love this one. Anna did this, but what she's done, she's stamped each stamp a different colour, so it's not a black base or anything and coloured in. And I really love that. I think that's, yeah, very classy.
Beautiful.
I like it. I like it.
And then look at this for home decor. Isn't that
Yeah,
pretty?
Heidi did that one, and this has been stamped onto tissue paper.
Oh, is that what it is?
And it's Becky's background that was on all last time or the time before I was on. So it's a standard one on the website. But yeah, it's Heidi did this, and I think the colourways as well. It's lovely, isn't it?
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
And quite large.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's really made a beautiful piece of home decor. So 16 stamps for $14.99, or if you're a Freedom member, it's $13.49. Your item number is 698985. Moving along, we've got a Winter's Day. So this is your DL size. 11
It is,
stamps.
yeah. This one is very, very versatile, and I'll show you at some time during the programme, hopefully. Now, I did the opposite to the design team. They've done beautiful artwork. I've done quick and easy.
Oh, fair enough.
Because if you buy one stamp set this Christmas, if you're short of time, buy this one. You
Okay.
can make really quick cards with it. I've kept mine separately. I didn't actually want to put them alongside all these beautiful
Oh,
images,
bless you.
but it is just to show you that although you can do lovely artwork like this, you can also do really quick ones. So it's a great one for getting, if you're running behind time like I am with my Christmas cards. It's a great set.
Look at him, he's so grand.
He is, isn't he?
I love pheasants, I love
Yeah.
them. They're so elegant. And then we've got another one, so that's just nicely coloured in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this one. Isn't that beautiful?
It is, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, it's absolutely stunning.
It looks printed.
Yeah,
It's
it does.
incredible.
That's one of Sally's. Yeah.
Look at this one. Oh, so sweet.
That's it, one of Elaine's. I really love that. It's sort of so snowy and, yeah.
Beautiful. Last one. Let's go back to our pheasant. Isn't
Yes,
it?
he is. He's great, isn't he?
So this is $10.99 and you're getting 11 stamps in total. Your item number is 557578. Now, something else that puts a smile on my face, this next one, you've got puffins. Now, the other ones are... Sorry, they're having a conversation with me. Did you see him on Blue Planet yesterday? Oh, the show's available. I'm like... No, I didn't. Anyway, she was going, oh, they're amazing. Oh, I'm going to watch it later. Anyway, can we get on with this? Look, here you go. These are mounted on the grey rubber this time.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Very deeply etched. You've got a white backing that you remove when you get it, and then it will stick onto your acrylic blocks, the same as your clear stamps.
Wonderful. So some great designs again. They're telling a story, aren't they?
Yes, they are. It was just a personal thing. We used to go to Skoma when the children were young, and then and Lundy as well. So my daughter's been this year purely because we did the puffin stamps, and then she had to go again.
Go and see them. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that one pulls out. That's one of.
bear with me. Hey, look,
So you've got both on there. The shells aren't in the set. That's our shell set, but it just complements it.
Yeah, very much.
But you
so.
can see how beautiful the puffin stamps are. They always make you smile, puffins.
They do, don't they? There's
Yeah.
something about them. I don't know what it is. Look at this. Look at. Oh, he's very proud, isn't he?
He is. Yes, Becky did that one, and she's used a sort of fishnet dye on the background.
They're saying that he looks like he's just had some nice dinner and now he's fully satisfied.
Yes, he does, doesn't he? Yes, he looks quite smug.
Oh, look at this for home decor. That's beautiful. So if you'd like to go for your set of puffin stamps, it's just £10.99. Your item number is 379415. Next up then, we've got the vintage flowers. I'm just going to put these back safely. There we go. Vintage flowers coming to you. These are clear photopolymer stamps. Good size stamps again, Jenny.
Yes, they are. And again, if you like colouring, this is a fantastic set. We thoroughly enjoyed it. You can tell by the pile of artwork there. Well, you won't get through it all, but it's just was a favourite with the design team. None of us could stop with that one.
Oh, I know.
Bright and beautiful.
You are so right. Lends themselves to colouring. Really, really pretty designs. Just check these out. Nice, very nice size. So it will fill a card for you. Very pretty.
Yeah. So that one's
this one?
No, the next one. The one you're just showing is by Franca from the Netherlands, and I like the way she's stamped across the flowers. With wording.
Yeah, script. I like that a lot. Oh, look at these colours.
This is it there. Again, it sort of reminds you of prints, doesn't it? Particularly the next one you're going to show. Sort of, again, it looks like the Liberty prints.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Very expensive. Love it. £10.99 for these vintage flowers. 855142. And last but not least, we've got the farmhouse. This is by Sharon Bennett.
Yes, this is one of the things that we're known for, the scenes, and nobody does it better than Sharon. And again, you have got your little pheasants in there, and but yeah, it'll make numerous scenes for all year round. But obviously, with the pheasants, it is brilliant for Christmas.
Very, very much so. And then just check out these scenes. Aren't they beautiful? Look at it. I mean, it looks so... What's the word? Just so it's so detailed.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Look printed. It's amazing.
Yeah, so you can do quick and easy ones like this, bit of glitz on that one. And the next one's one of my favourites. Anna did that.
Wow.
And doesn't that really feel like a beautiful winter's day? Bit chilly, yeah.
Christmas morning.
Yes,
there you go. Stunning. Okay, £10.99, 856838 is your item number. Here's the website. You can have a look online for all of the wonderful sets of stamps that we've got available. Now, lots of these are new to us here at Hochanda, brand new today. So please make sure you're checking out your basket. It's really lovely to play with. If you would like to ask Jenny any questions, or you'd like to send in any of your artwork, maybe from previous stamp sets that Jenny's brought on from Hobby Art, then you can send them into studio@hochanda.com, or of course via Facebook. Okay, which one are we starting with?
I thought I'd start with the birds, and that's the card that I'm going to start with, just using it as it is.
This one's Nature's Song, isn't it?
It is, yes.
That one, just so you know where we're coming from. Beautiful. And this one's currently in the lead.
Oh, wow.
That's the one that's in the lead. Lovely.
All right, well, it's the one I thought I'd start with, because I don't know whether the Press to Impress are on the show. Yeah?
They're on the website, not on the show,
okay.
But you'll still find them on
Okay.
Hochanda.com.
Right, so... let's start from the beginning. I'm using a press here, and if you have larger stamps like this, it's actually quite difficult to get an acrylic block that big.
Yes.
Any press is ideal, but I'm using the Press to Impress. And what I'm doing is I'm placing it where I want it onto the card, using the magnets. Now, these magnets will attract to each other like that.
Yeah, they're very strong,
and then they're difficult to get apart. So I actually put stencil tape onto mine.
Very good idea, that.
Because then it holds them in place, but you can pull them apart easily. So you place it where you want it, close it up, open it up again, and then, then just ink your stamp. Like so. And the thing I like about it, I taught my 4-year-old grandson to use this last week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and when his mum came in from work, he said, "This is how you do it, Mummy." Now, I must admit, he didn't tackle this so well, so I'll have to find him another ink pad.
I hope the carpet was all right.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, it's her walls, actually, like walls. The press was...
Worked really well.
Yeah, he found it brilliant. And imagine batch stamping.
That's good.
Now, that's reasonable, but there are some areas there that haven't come out well, and that is where the press comes into its own, because you can just go back in.
Now,
and
our Emily's just done a quick check. This particular stamp press is not on the website for some reason, but we have got other ones.
Oh, OK. Yeah,
I think these are out of stock. So.
OK, fine.
But there are other ones.
Yeah, OK. So, there we go.
Perfection.
So you can see, you get so that was the point of using one of the presses. OK, so I'll just put that to one side now, and then we're going to start our colouring in. Now, ideally, leave that a few minutes to dry, because even though it is a quick drying pad, you're talking 3 or 4 minutes. If I distress ink that straight away, I'm going to get some blurring.
Yep.
So there's one that I did earlier.
That's fair enough.
OK, so all I'm going to do here, I'll do it a little darker than I would normally, so that it shows up better on the screen.
Sure.
But I would normally do this quite lightly, so I'm just using a distress ink. This one's called Wild Honey. And before I start, I'm putting some around the edges. That gives me a strong edge, but also it takes some of the ink off the smoothie, so that when you put it onto the card, it's not too dark. Now, when you start, I bet you all start in the same place every time. I know I always start in the right-hand side.
Yeah, actually.
So just be aware of that if I start there, I'm probably going to go in, I'm busy, I'm rushing, and you land up with a dark area in one spot. So be aware of that. So start really, really gently. I'm hardly pressing.
Yeah.
So I haven't re-inked the smoothie, so I'm just doing my corners first, like so. But, you know, just be aware of that, because I became aware, because I reckon I'm a speed stamper, because I have to demonstrate and show people in 5 minutes what you can do.
Yeah.
I tend to do things very quickly, and I noticed, you know, I was sort of getting a heavier look than I wanted sometimes, purely because of that reason. I always started in the same spot and did it a bit heavy, and then I had to heavy the rest up. But today I'm doing it quite dark anyway, because I want it to show up. There we go.
Nice,
so
it looks tea-stained.
Yes, yeah. Now, what I'm going to do next, choose one of the elements from your set. I've just chosen that leaf. And stamp, but take a little bit of the first image off and then stamp onto your card. And what you'll get is a really subtle background that enhances the card but doesn't distract from the main picture.
Delicate.
Yeah, that's it. It is just creating a pattern, so it doesn't matter, you know, if it's not precise. Obviously, turn it round from time to time. You don't want everything going the same way. Doesn't matter if some are darker, some are lighter. It is just the pattern you're creating. OK, so if you do it direct, that's fine, but it will be a much stronger image. I'll just show you one direct. You see, it will be quite a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just take a little bit of the ink off, it becomes a pattern, which I'm quite happy with.
Beautiful.
It just enhances the card.
Quick mention, we're a quarter of the stock gone on Nature's Song.
Dear.
Yes, that's
Oh
selling
dear.
pretty quickly.
So I might not be doing my second demo this afternoon then.
We'll see, we'll
Right.
see. What time are you on later?
I'm on at 12, so then, yeah, we might still have some left. Right, so what I'm doing now, I'm not going to colour the whole thing, because this would actually probably, because I would enjoy doing it and I'd do it quite slowly, this would probably take me half an hour to colour. Well, we haven't got half an hour now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to colour some elements, and then we'll move over to the you know, one that's a bit further on, and then I'll add the extra bits. What I'm doing is I'm not doing things a solid colour. So I've done the red, but then I've bled it in either with a wet paintbrush or with a you know, or with a lighter coloured pen. I'm doing the same here. I'm using a couple of colours. So I'm starting with a brown, like this. I go into my own zone when I'm colouring, so sometimes you have to bring me back, you know. I stick my tongue out and colour and...
Oh, that's what I do all the time.
Yeah, right, so what I'm doing, I'm putting a brown on, but then I'm just pulling it out with a lighter colour brush so that I've got... Whoops, lost the lid. Right. It doesn't matter, I'll find it afterwards. So, yeah, I'm just blend... So you get your shading.
It's lovely, that.
So we'll do the same here.
Our director's just said you're not enjoying it properly if you don't stick your tongue out.
No, this is it.
Yeah.
You know, I sort of lose... I lose my train of thought, really. I'm just absorbed in the colouring. So we'll just add a bit of a darker colour in places. We can add the little details there. So, you know, just make it your own. I don't know why, I sort of think of him as a thrush. Yeah. But he could be anything you want him to be. You know, so you could colour it blues or what have you, and there we are. So, you know, obviously I would go into all the details there. Let's just do a little bit of a green. So again, I'm just using two colours, a dark and a light. So this would be the same if you were using felt tips, if you were using pencils. Work with a couple of colours at the same time, because the countryside is never one green. Yes. And you get a far more realistic look if you sort of add one colour and then just pull it out and lighten it. OK, so that gives you the colouring.
Very nice.
We'll just do one little bit here. So we'll colour that with a lighter brown, and then we'll just take a bit of the darker brown, so you can see where I'm going.
Yeah, beautiful.
OK, so I'll put those to one side, and that's what it'll look like when you've finished.
You've added a little bit of glitter, I can see.
Yeah, there are lots of glitter pens around. I know Sakura do one that's, you know, and...
I have a Sakura addiction.
Yeah, well, I know Francoise often on with those, isn't she? So, again, that little added sparkle, but these are pens, not brushes, so they're ideal for your fine areas. We'll try and show it at the end, but you can see I've gone over some of the lines just to...
Can I wiggle it?
Yeah.
Can you see, hopefully?
Yeah, you can see a bit of a shimmer. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add stickles. Love stickles. Now, with the berries, you can just go straight in. Because I've stamped it in black, it's quite nice to do this over the top. The card that Anna made, that she coloured each, you know, she coloured each thing individually. That's a lovely idea as well. Instead of working over a wet area, move your card round. So here we go. So if you do squeeze too hard and you get too much on, I don't mind on the berries anyway, which is why I'm doing it this way. But if you do get too much on, squeeze, put it over, and it will suck it back up.
Oh, I see.
So you don't waste anything. But I tend to put a little bit onto the side of my scrap paper. Let's do the gold as well. And then I use cocktail sticks. And you can be really precise this way. OK. So what we can do here, if I want to, I can pinprick each little bit of
that's
But what I'm going to do, I'm going to be a bit quicker today and just do the centres. But can you see, it does mean that you can be as precise as you want to be. And do as I was saying before, to turn your card round rather than work across a wet area. We've all done it. We've all, you know, sort of smudged something when we didn't intend to.
Yes,
but
very
yeah,
frustrating.
but the cocktail stick, as you can see, is great for doing your little areas.
How festive does this look?
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? But it's
not overtly Christmas. So I know you've got your poinsettias, but it's look. Oh, I'm just going to move this, if I may, Jenny, just in the camera shot.
Obviously, normally I'd be more precise and put it exactly where I wanted it, but you get the idea.
Pretty.
And I haven't used that red. I won't use it now. So, as I was saying, if you just squeeze, it will go back up.
See, just the smallest bit of advice. I tell you, that's so clever. No way, that's frugal, that is.
Well, I'm a crafter, aren't I? You know, I may be a demonstrator, but I'm also a crafter, so I'm not going to waste anything. Right, so we just go on to those little berries with the bit that's left. There we are.
How nice is this?
It will take a little while to dry, so
try not to stick your fingers in it.
yeah, basically,
Yeah,
yes.
it's good. That's from experience, Jenny, that's why. I'll be very careful with it. So how beautiful is this as a card to send to somebody? I'd be so chuffed to receive this.
And there's the original, which you can see as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is it. It's one that you'll enjoy because do the hard work, do the stamping. If you've got a press, or even if you haven't and you've got a large block, stamp several of them.
Yeah.
And then when you feel like it, just do your colouring. It's a lovely one to do.
Nice, isn't it? OK, so, Jenny, I'm going to leave you for a second just to get set for the next demonstration. So the Nature Song, that is where you get this stamp from. It's really beautiful. Now, it's $13.49 if you're a Freedom member, or $14.99 if you're not. We are a third of the stock gone on this collection. 698985 is your item number. Right, so we've got lots of beautiful nature stamps on the show for you. They're really lovely to work with. I think they're good for the soul. Now, we have got the Farmhouse DL set of stamps for you. And check out the detail. It's beautiful. There's even little pheasants in there. You can really go to town with creating scenes. And I think this is for any occasion, isn't it? Really pretty. And you could make them any season, I personally think. You've got 12 stamps on here. And again, let me show you some of these samples because they're incredible. They're so detailed. How gorgeous is this? What a beautiful little card to send to somebody. Isn't that pretty? Nice and quick to do because you just literally pop all your stamps on the block. You have got a quick stamp and then just a little bit of glitz, a little bit of, I think that's embossing powder, the chunky stuff. There we go. But a really, really pretty design. Oh, look at this. Isn't this so pretty? It's so festive and wintry. It's that time of year, isn't it? And then, again, we've got another lovely one. How nice is this to batch make? Just the trees, but it's still so pleasing to the eye. And then last but not least, let me show you one more. Oh, look, there's a fox. See, that's the thing. The more you look at these stamps, the more you see in them. Now, we're a quarter of the stock gone of these, the Farmhouse DL Clear Stamp Set, 12 stamps in total. $10.99, 856 838 is your item number. Next up then, we've got the Vintage Flowers. Again, this is DL. These are big stamps, and you've got 4 stamps in total. This, again, is by Sharon Bennett. Lends themselves to colouring in. Oh, how nice. Again, this is any occasion, isn't it? It could be birthday, it could be wedding, it could be sympathy. Ever so good. From me to you. I was just looking at the sentiment. Pretty. And then if I bring this one in, look, do you see what I mean? You get such pleasure from colouring these in. They're stunning. But you don't have to colour them in if you don't want to. If embossing and a bit of glitter is your thing, then you're going to like this. Oh, but look how intense you can go. Oh, sparkle pens galore. And, of course, these are a nice size, not too difficult to cut out, because you can see there's a bit of decoupage going on there. $10.99, 855 142 is your item number. Let me just pop these under. Right, next up then, you've got the puffins. Now, these ones are on the grey rubber, just so you know, and they come already cling mounted for you, which is very nice. You can just get started with them. I'm expecting them to start talking about Blue Planet any minute. But how pretty are these? I like actually on the packaging, it gives you some inspiration on how you might want to colour them in as well. Lovely, lovely. It looks like watercolour. And some samples. There's a bit of dimension here as well. You can see they've been cut out and then just shaped ever so delicately. So pretty. They all look so very serene, don't they? They've all had a lot of fish and they're very happy. I don't know. Yes, puffins do eat fish. They were just questioning me and I did question myself. That's what they did on the telly last night. Thank you for that, Christine. Right, next up. Let's bring this in. Look, isn't that so nice on a tag? And again, giving it a bit of dimension. Just look how much fun you can have from colouring these in. So, so pretty. Oh, look. Lovely family of them. Oh, I wonder what the collective word for puffins is. Emily. Right, yes, she said she's on it. She's going to tell me. There we go. All right, $10.99. I'm just not going to repeat what they're saying. 379415 is your item number. Oh, that's adorable. Apparently a baby puffin is called a puffling. How sweet is that? A group of puffins is either a burrow or a circus of puffins. Oh, Jenny's nodding. Yes, yes, there you go. I like finding out what the collective names are. OK, next up then, we've got the Winter's Day. This is where you get one of my favourite stamps, which is the very, very elegant pheasant. I saw one only yesterday, just standing so proud, and all these lovely colours. They're just such nice birds, they really are. You have got in total 11 stamps in total. Oh, look at this. Lovely piece of home decor. This could be a decoration for the Christmas tree, couldn't it, that you've made? How adorable. And then if I bring this in, oh, that looks so nice. Love the bit of distressing as well. Carrying on. Here's another one. Our lovely robin. And last but not least, oh, wow, this has got to be one of my favourite samples. That is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. $10.99 then for this one, which is called A Winter's Day. And your item number is 557578. And stock-wise, we are a third of the stock gone. Next up then, Nature's Song. This one is your favourite so far currently. This is the one that Jenny's just been demonstrating with. And again, you've got a lot of stamps on here to keep going, and a very large stamp as well. Oh, look at this sample. This is amazing. Somebody's taken quite a bit of time to fussy cut this out, but it's worth it. Wow, that is a mantelpiece pleaser. My favourite saying. Just check this out. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
That's by Marianne Lake. She's the queen of fussy cutting.
She's brilliant. I love that. That's fantastic. And then here's another one. How pretty.
So I love that one. I love the blues on that. Elaine did that one. Yeah.
So Elaine's done that one.
Yeah.
And check this out. This one's lovely and rustic. Beautiful with lovely hessian in the background. And last but not least, let's bring this one in. There we go. Such pretty designs. $14.99 then for your Nature's Song. Now there is a freedom price. It's $13.49. Your item number is 698985. Last but not least, something to put a smile on your face. We've got Flingo the Flamingo. Quite hard to say, actually. I have to say it quite slowly. Now, 20 stamps on this. I love that. Think pink. Be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons. And then you've got the silhouette stamps. You've got that nice large one down there. I've forgotten what's a group of flamingos. I have heard of it, but I can't remember what it is. Emily's on it as well. Oh, no, yeah, is it a flamboyance or something? Yeah, Emily will tell me in a minute. It is a flamboyance of flamingos.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I love the collective names, I really do. And there we go. Well, here we go. So just some samples to finish off. I love that with the gold emboss. Is this on vellum?
Yes, Sally did that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, beautiful, pretty? Isn't it?
How decadent is that? And then we have this one. Check this out. That's very happy, that one. I feel like there's a tropical heat wave going on. I wish there was here. I'm freezing. I don't do winter. And then, again, this, because the size of it really lends itself to colouring in. And then let's do, no, 2 more because I want to show them all. That's pretty. That's a really nice contemporary card, isn't it, Jenny?
Yes. I mean, the set's new, so this is just the starting point. If you... you know, look later on, we'll have loads more samples. The ideas are there, just not enough time to do them all yet.
Gorgeous.
But yes, it's very versatile.
Oh, I like the one, just the one in purple. That's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
So £14.99 for Flingo, the flamingo. Your item number is 727667. All you need to do then is give us a call, 01733 60 2000, or check out on the website at hochanda.com. We have had a question from Sam. Hello, good morning, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Now, she wants to know what pens you're using, because they do look ever so good. I don't think we've got them on our web, but it's worth saying.
They're clean colour.
Yeah.
And I will have them on my shows in January.
Yay!
And then I can teach you properly with them.
Thank you, Jenny. January, stay tuned. OK.
OK.
Flingo?
So this is the card that I'm going to do. Quite nice and easy. OK?
Yeah, we're just coming to have a look at it. I like the background as well.
Yeah, I'll start with the background,
Yeah.
and then we'll go on from there. So you could do it on smooth card or watercolour card. I'm using watercolour card. Now, if you notice, my smoothies are a bit grubby. Now, I could tell you that that's because we did a workshop on Saturday, and I haven't had time to wash them all since. We were using them all. But in actual fact, I like them like this anyway, because when you've used them for a while, you know that there's still colour on there as you start, and so on. They're better after you've primed them.
I know what you're saying,
after they've been in use. So I've taken some of the colour off there. So I'm working with blue and just completely random. OK, I don't want a very strong edge. It's really just to take the whiteness of the card off. And then I'm going to use... so the blue I was using was Mermaid Lagoon. These are ordinary distress inks, not the oxides, although we'll be using those later on. Now, this one is Mustard Seed. So when I put this on, because it's yellow, it will turn green in places because of the blue, but that's what I want. I want just a soft mix of colours. I won't bother about the middle bit because that's not going to be seen. So, and then I didn't do this on the original, but we'll have a tiny bit of pink as well because there's pink in the middle. So I'm taking most of it off and just putting a really soft bit of pink here and there. There we go. So that will do me nicely. OK. Right, so now I'm using the 2 ferns in there, but equally you could use, there's some big chunky leaves as well. What I'm doing first of all, this is going to be the centre of the card, so I'm just drawing a pencil line round to give me a guide as to where the leaves should go, because if I go in too far, you're just going to get ends of leaves.
Got you.
Also, if I take one area as the top, I can bring it into the picture. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So what I'm using here, I'm using Memento ink pads. So what I'm doing is I'm deliberately coming down where the picture will be, and then I can stamp onto my circle and it'll bring it together. You'll see what I mean in a little while. So got these on Cardinal Sin. Again, I did a workshop on...
Great name.
Yeah, but Cardinal Sin, I had the wrong lid on the wrong one.
Oh, I see.
So I was actually intending to use the lighter colour, which is pistachio.
Happy accidents, though.
Instead, I use the Olive Grove. It doesn't matter at all. Yep.
Because you know, after all this time, I'm still struggling to get my head around inks. Are the Mementos a different type of ink to the Distress, or are they still water-based?
No.
Right.
Distress inks are water-based.
Yeah.
The VersaFine are a pigment. They're what you use if you want to stamp something and colour in,
right.
Because they won't bleed. The Memento are the ones that you would use for alcohol markers.
Okay.
But you can use them for colouring. You can colour in with them as well, you know,
I
with
don't know why,
water-based things.
it's like, you know, one of those things at school that just wouldn't go in. It won't go in. So I keep constantly having to ask about inks.
Yeah. So all I'm doing, I'm randomly stamping the big, and I'm stamping more of the big this time purely because it'll fill in the area quickly.
Yeah.
But normally I would do more of a mix.
I really like that design. I really like that.
It's amazing, isn't it? You know, just a couple of leaves. What a good effect it has. And the nice thing about this, I'm using the lighter one. Normally I would take the ink pad to the stamp, but I'm trying to work quickly. But you are actually better working that way. Okay.
Very nice.
So I'm cheating. There we go. And then, so more of the light. Let's put that one away. So that's the pistachio, and this one is olive grove. So I'm now going to go in with less of the darker colour, but that will just bring it together. And it doesn't matter if you stamp over what you've already done.
Oh, I like that.
Because it's a darker colour.
Yeah.
It will, you know, just go over the top. So less is more, but isn't it dramatic? It's quite a beautiful background.
Yeah.
There we go. And can't stop. You know, you
No,
know how.
like,
yeah,
move away from the leaf stamp.
That's it. I just don't want to finish it half finished. There we go. So I'm happy with that. I'll stop. I will. Look, I'll stop. I'll stop. You see, you can use your shadowing.
Yeah.
You see, you can use your shadows as well. Your second generation. There you go. Right. Okay. Even third if you huff on it. Right, there we go. So that's my outside done. Quite happy with that. Put that to one side. Actually, I will keep it beside me. I'm now going to stamp the water first. And I'll just use my VersaFine for this. And I'm just going to stamp the water across the bottom, like so. And let me just use, I'm going to use a piece of paper across it because I don't want the feet of the flamingos. I want them to appear that they're standing in the water. Well, actually, I was going to use smoky grey for that. Never mind, I'll use black, it'll show up better anyway. Okay, so there, I'm going to put him down a bit further. There we are. And I'll put the other one up a little bit higher. In the original, I used the smoky grey, but I've picked up the black, and that will show up better anyway on the screen. But, okay, so we want him in, but we don't want that. Okay, so there we go.
Hey.
Now, ideally, I forgot to plug in the heat gun. Didn't need the heat gun this morning. Ideally, allow this a little while to dry. What I'll do...
I think our floor
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, it's fine.
All right.
What I'll do is I'll do the bottom bit first, and hopefully by that time the top bit will be dry because I want to do some distress ink. And if this is still wet, then it will bleed slightly. But we will see how we go.
Okay.
So quite quickly here, I've got Mermaid Lagoon. I'll use the mustard seed as well because that's what I've used in the background.
I love that you work off a tile.
I've done it.
It's a signature for you.
It is, yeah. I've done it for years, and at the beginning, everybody does it now. But at the beginning, I had a magazine phone me up and said, "Is it all right if we pinch your idea of using a tile?" And I said, "Yeah, fine, no problem." And of course now it's sort of a standard thing. So if you put a bit of the mustard seed in,
that's nice.
It's going to just bleed, and you can get your colourways Let's have it a bit stronger, a bit more on there. So not so much water. Obviously, the more water you add, the lighter it's going to be, but let's have it a bit stronger there. Okay. Right. Now, I am going to... what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that for a second.
Sure.
I'm just going to put on my black disc while we're waiting for that to dry just fractionally.
We've had a message from Janie, who designed the stamps.
All right.
She said... Oh, hang on 1 second. About the name Flingo.
Yeah.
She took her niece to the zoo and she fell in love with the flamingos, but she couldn't say flamingo, so she called them Flingos. That's adorable. And so now that's the name for them. Thank you, Janie. And very nice to hear from you as well. Good morning to you. That's such a nice little story. I like that.
Right, OK. So I'm just going to colour my background now, so we want... Hopefully it won't bleed, but, you know, in an ideal world, leave it to dry. And I would normally do this bit before this bit.
OK.
But I was giving it time to dry. I would normally do my sponging and then my colouring next, OK? Doesn't matter if this goes over, because we're going to be colouring over the top quite strongly. And I'm not going to re-ink that because the blue's quite strong. It'll probably just give me enough.
It's a lovely warm sunset. Oh,
Actually,
I can feel the heat coming off the card.
There we are. So you get the idea.
That's so pretty.
OK. So then the last thing to do is just colour in our flamingos.
OK.
And again, I'm just using one pen, bringing the colour down so that we have the shading. There we go. Make it a bit darker where you want to. Obviously, with a bit more time, you can do the you know, different leaves, different feathers, different colours. Okay. Don't do it solidly. That's what makes a difference to your colouring. If you sort of do different light and dark, works quite well. There we are. And
They look beautiful.
thank you. Again, I just put a little bit of colour on. Your Sakura pens again would be quite good for a little bit of shimmer in the water.
Oh, that would be gorgeous.
to do the legs like so. In fact, let's find a
Shimmery legs.
Let's have a gold one. It's artistic licence. Do what you want to do.
Yeah,
there we are.
Hey, have a blue flamingo. It's fine.
All right. Okay, and you need to allow this to dry. It won't work terribly well until it's dry. But again, you can just put that little bit of shimmer on there. There we are.
Beautiful.
It makes such a difference. There we are. Just tiny bits. Don't overdo it. And last but not least, I'll just use the pistachio, and I'll find my leaf. It's here somewhere. There it is. And you would spend a moment more than I'm doing, but you can tie in your
very nice.
So that it looks like it's coming into the scene.
Jenny, you're eyeballing that, and that looks spot on.
Well, what is good. I've done them up a bit high, you know, but that's the live television. You would concentrate a little bit more if you were
as in like
home.
that. I thought it was a fantastic job.
But because they're up high, I haven't got much in, but you can mark it with a pencil and rub it out afterwards, and it just brings the card together.
It does.
Okay, and then obviously we would stick that on, and there is...
How pretty is this? Nice, thanking you.
Not stuck together yet.
And there's the original. Let me just show you. Now, we have got about 9-ish minutes. Can we?
No problem. I can get in another demo.
Brilliant. Yeah. Then. So I will be very quick with this review. So here's Flingo, the flamingo. Lots of stamps on here. You've got 20 in total. $14.99. 727667 is your item number. And next up then we've got Nature's Song. Very, very busy. This is one of your favourites. $14.99. 698985 is your item number. Then we have got the Farmhouse. Here it is. Look at all those stamps. Such a lovely scene that you can create here. $10.99, 856 838. And then last but not least, we've got Winter's Day. And here's our pheasant. I love the pheasant. 11 stamps in total, $10.99, 557 578. Do give us a call, 0173360 2000. Check out on the website at hochanda.com, and thank you so much for contacting us as well throughout the show. It's been good.
Okay.
Which one are we doing?
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the Woodland Walk.
Okay.
Now, this is what I was saying about fast and easy. I actually did these in just over an hour. Or I did 6 of them. Yeah, there's 6.
In an hour?
There's 5 there. But I did 6 of them in... Oh, there's the number 6. I did 6 in just over an hour. I had pre-prepared them. I'd cut all the discs and so on. And even my ladies, we gave them one on the workshop on Saturday, and anybody that had 5-10 minutes just did it. Just did the topper and so on. So all you do is you use scraps of paper that are around, and this is an embossing folder from Creative Expressions. They're very large snow, but this you use background papers. There's your favourite pheasant. But you can do really quick cards. So this is the idea, that you do something like this quite quickly. But it is basically just a topper. Now, I'm going to do this one. This is just Versamark on the background, and Versamark stamped onto craft card will give you that strong image there, like a watermark.
Yes.
Okay, this is again is an embossing folder, but it's all really just in the topper. So I'm going to use my little robin stamp. Okay. If you want it to go to the end, left after the pen's here somewhere, you can just use your permanent pen and just go to the end. Yes, I do have it here somewhere, but I've buried it. Trying to do something in 5 minutes.
It's not there, is it?
No, that's the biro. Okay. Don't worry, we'll do what we can. So I'm using the Mermaid Lagoon. I've also got faded jeans. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pretend there's a line like that down there. Obviously,
it's going to bug you, isn't it?
It's going to bug me, yeah. We'll do it with a biro, but obviously you would be better with a permanent pen. And this top bit is snow, so you can just join the line along. And if you think, well, that looks different, come on, you can do it. Just a few lines, and nobody will know that that wasn't printed in the first place. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put the water on. I'm not worrying too much about the leaves, because if I make them blue, I'm going to be using a stronger colour over the top anyway. So keep the robin clean. So, but what I'm doing, I'm just putting water, this is watercolour card, I'm putting water onto the watercolour card in the area that I'm going to be painting. Those who, of you who watch me regularly will know I love doing this, because it just makes life so much easier. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up some of my really dark faded jeans, then I'm going over to my lighter Mermaid Lagoon, and I'm going over the area where they join so I don't have a tide mark. But because the paper's wet, it's giving me time to mess around, to, you know, to colour. Whoops.
Ooh.
I actually picked up the mermaid, the mustard seed that's on there. Pat it. Did it deliberately so I could show you this.
It's your gift to everybody out there.
Put some water into the area where it just went wrong.
Yeah.
Pat it. It's removed it.
It's fine.
That now won't show. As you carry on, basically don't panic. As I go back and cover the area, I'm just going over that bit that I did before. I may not get to finish this. I'm aware that we are short of time, but if I don't, I will just finish it at the beginning of the next show, the 12 o'clock show. But it is a quick and easy one. It's there we go. So.
Very pretty. So enjoyable to work with, aren't they? Yes,
and this is a nice, you know, it takes the panic out of it, because the last thing you want to do is to be thinking that making your Christmas cards is a chore.
Yeah.
But you do get to the point where you're running out of time very often. They always take a little bit longer than you think, don't they? So, yeah. Right, so light brown, and we will have beige. Okay, so here I'm keeping away from areas that are wet at the moment.
Yep.
So that's quite wet. So what I'm doing is I'm just going in and doing the log, and I'm doing my usual. I'm using one main colour, but then I'm pulling out with a lighter colour. And then I'm adding extra colour. So this is a light brown, so it's not much stronger. So, and then we just, you don't want everything the same colour. Okay. If you're doing this, don't do it near your card, because you can, especially if it's a juicy new pen, you can flick speckles. Nice if you want speckles, not so nice if you don't. Okay, so let's just do our robin as well. In an ideal world, wait for the outside area to dry, or do it with the heat gun.
Don't want it to bleed through.
There we go.
Oh, he's such a happy chap, isn't he? He's very sprightly. I love robins.
I do too. Yeah, we had one fly into the shed this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did he get out, though?
Yeah, we just opened all the windows, opened the doors, and he was fine. He still stayed around. He was there afterwards. We do feed the birds.
Oh, I love that.
Jenny,
sadly, we're out of time. We knew that was coming, didn't you?
Yeah, nearly got there. I'll finish that off right at the beginning of the next show.
Lovely. So this is kind of where we're headed. There we go. So £10.99 if you want to go for this lovely set of stamps. 557 578. So this is from the Winter's Day DL stamp collection. You're getting 11 of them for £10.99. Do give us a call, 01733602000, or check out on the website at hochanda.com. So you're going to be back at 12 o'clock?
Yep, with Matt.
Lovely.
So see you then.
Yes, make sure you are joining Jenny and Matt. We've got more coming up after this short break, so grab yourself a quick cup of tea. I'm going to do that, and I'll see you the other side of the break. And coming up next, we have got our one-day special, the Linda Williams book launch, and then we've got the Xyron Creative Station range, and then print your own with Craft Yourself Silly.
Hi, I'm Leslie from Chocolate Baroque, and we design and manufacture our own rubber stamps right here in the northeast of England. We have a wonderful in-house designer called Sue, who hand draws all the images, which we then transfer into rubber stamps. We have very, very elaborate designs. We have everything from steampunk right through to beautiful florals, and then we have scenic and we have words. Our stamps are beautifully elaborate, very, very detailed, exquisitely etched, and the quality is next to none. So good that if you look after your stamps, we guarantee them for a lifetime. Whether it's stamping, mixed media or art journaling, join us at Hochanda for our journey into everything creative and messy, and see what you can create with our stamps.
Hi, I'm Bev, I'm from Be Crafty. We have been going for about 14 years, and 4 years ago we started designing and making our very own stamps just for you. All of our stamps are designed and made here at Be Crafty by my own fair hands, and we love using them for lots of different crafty projects. I love playing with our stamps and templates and getting as inky as I can, whether it's spraying or blending ink or stamping ink, paints, everything. We absolutely love it, and that's what we want to show you when we come to Hochanda, because we get to demo as much as we like, which is fantastic, so I can show you all the techniques that I'm learning too. So make sure you don't miss the Be Crafty shows on Hochanda.
Hello, very good morning to you. Thanks to Alex for the last couple of hours. Welcome along to our one-day special, which we launched last night at 6 o'clock. Now, basically, the one-day special is a brand new book by the lovely Linda Williams, who you'll meet in a second. But most of you, not all of you, but most of you went last night, not just for the book, but for the tools, the Pergamano tools, and also the brand new, fantastic, groovy plates. Now, that's the bundle that's on the screen now, and I've got to warn you straight away that 2/3 of the entire day's stock went in the shows last night and overnight. So this is heading to an early sellout. That's without any shadow of a doubt at all. If you do want to order it now, 402 425, get on the phones, get on the website, order it now, and then join us for the live demonstrations throughout the show. The lovely Barbara's here. Morning, my dear.
Good morning,
How are you? You all right?
French. Good morning.
And the lovely Linda Williams is here. Hello,
morning,
Linda.
Dave.
Morning. I've got to give you European kiss as well. Now, Linda, explain to everybody your role, because you've actually got a very impressive title, which I didn't know until this morning.
Yes, I was awarded the title of Pergamano Master Teacher many years ago.
And there's only 2 in the world.
There's only 2 in the world, yes.
And you're one of them.
Yeah, yeah, one of them.
Only one in the UK, and that's Linda.
Yeah.
Now, many of you realise that, and that book last night, and the whole bundle just flew, didn't it?
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, Linda is a master tutor, and that means that she actually she designed and conceptualised the programmes to teach the Pergamano tutors. So this book is by a master, you know.
And the thing that we noticed last night, Linda, was everybody was saying just how grateful they are that there's a book that shows them all the different techniques.
Yeah.
Brilliant comments, yes, we have, yes.
So the book features the tools, and the tools that are in the show as well, and also what to do with them, how to get the best out of them. And what are we doing in the show today, Linda?
We're going to learn how to use the 2 free tools that are in we've got the star tool and the wheel tool. So the star tool is used quite a lot, but the wheel tool, very, very little. And it's quite a nice little tool. It's a neat little tool to use.
Great. We'll let you go and get ready,
okay,
and we'll
thank
see
you.
Linda and see what she's up to in a little while. But let's have a little look at the handbook first of all. This is the one-day special, OK? The book on its own. £19.99 is all this book is. £5 off. And as we said, Barbara, it's something that's been needed for a long time, this, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, from the price point of view, this is a £25 book. At the end of the day, it will go back to £25. It's worth every single penny. Linda Linda has put everything that she knows into this book, and you'll see here, for example, these are what we call samplers. And so just from the 2-needle and 3-needle tool, what Linda's done is created just a simple sampler of lots and lots of different areas that you can show different patterns. And then what we've got for each of the tools, for example, this, then if you look carefully, this one's got red and grey on them. So these ones show you which pieces need cutting and which bits need where the white work goes. Then when you turn over on here, now this is actual size, which is what you need. Now this is the pattern, and this will be the part that you photocopy, and that we learnt this yesterday, you underlay it underneath the parchment and you literally just perforate. So this is the perforating pattern.
Brilliant. So each page, as you can see, relates to the different piercing tools.
There we go.
And
so you've got the samplers,
Yep.
you've got the map, and then you've got the pattern for the perforating too.
Absolutely.
And so the first half of the book is all about the tools, and the second half of the book is full of fantastic projects designed by Linda herself. And even this one, for example, which impressed me no end, this particular piece of artwork, the original one, if I'm not mistaken, is here. OK, so there's the original artwork that Linda designed. She tells you exactly which part of which sampler you need, which tool she's used, and then on this one in particular, right, so she gives you a step-by-step on how to create this, and she even said that for this one, she wanted to give you the complete outline, the pattern. So you photocopy that, you put it underneath the parchment, and that gives you your frame before you even begin.
Now, this has literally been months in the production and in the planning. It's taken Linda such a long time to put this together. But, you know, if you've got tools already at home, maybe you're not using them to their maximum. This book is going to help you show what every single tool does, what tools you need to create these wonderful effects, and then implement the effects into a finished card.
That's it. And in the tool set that is in that big bundle, all the tools that are used in the book are in the bundle. So there are 7 multi-needle tools, and then the 2 complementary ones, the bonus tools, which are the star tool and the wheel, which is what Linda wants to show off today.
That's what we're going to be showing you in just a second how to use. So that is the one-day special, $19.99. We've got some beautiful samples to show you down the end of the counter in a sec. But that is $19.99, $256, $900 if you want it on its own. But then we also have the tools that are in the show. Now, there are 7 tools that you're paying for, and there are 2 that we're giving you as a bonus. And they are going to be demonstrated by Linda very, very soon. That's those there. Those are the 2 bonus tools. Now, what you're getting in the bundle, 3-needle tool, a 5-needle tool, a 5-in-a-circle tool, a flower tool, a semicircle tool, semicircle mini tool, and a swirl tool. Plus, you then get these 2 as a bonus. The star and also the wheel. So those are what you're paying for here. And then those are a bonus, worth nearly £17, £16.90 they'd be if you bought them on their own. But we're adding those into the bundle as a bonus for £54.15. Those are the tools on their own. 777-564. But then, down the end of the counter, we've got 3 new brilliant groovy plates that have been designed by Linda herself. Now, these flew last night as well, and here they are. You've got your butterfly in a circle, dragonfly in a circle, and also you've got your bumblebees as well. And if I just hold up some of these wonderful...
So these are the plates when they're actually embossed in their entirety. So you can see just absolutely how fantastic these plates are. I'm holding the bumblebee one. You've got the dragonfly and the butterfly one there. And if you take a look at the butterfly one, which is this one here, just let me show you this piece of artwork there.
Wow, look at
this. This was a birthday card that Linda made for me, and I just... Well, it stayed on the piano exactly where it was.
Well, that's got all the techniques you could ever wish to achieve. You've got perforating, you've got, of course, white work, you've got your embossing, all those wonderful techniques. And if I show you a few of the finished cards here as well, this is by Glynis Whitehead. Look at this. Beautiful. And this is like a little kind of sampler, as it were.
Yes,
little
exactly.
Squares, like little individual projects, which are beautiful.
These 3 plates, they're not included in the book as in the projects, but they are perfect for traditional and modern parchers. Because they encapsulate the whole sense of parchment art, both modern and traditional. There's Dee's work, you see, and she's just taken the plate and then attached all the different tools to it. I mean, just look at that.
Maggie Byford has done this one.
Traditional parcher again. Absolutely beautiful artwork. And what I did hear from a couple of the traditional parchers, they said, if you think that groovy is not for traditional parchers, these 3 plates that Linda has designed absolutely refute that. They fly in the face of that theory. These are perfect for traditional parchment.
And remember, you're being guided by a master teacher, a master tutor. Linda is one of the people that actually teaches the tutors of Pergamano around the world. So there's only one in the UK, and that's Linda. So you're getting it right from the top of the tree, all the advice and all the tips and all the hints. And there again, this is
Davidson.
The butterfly. Beautiful,
absolutely beautiful.
So many ways of using it. So 1997, if you want the plates on their own, 70% of the entire stock has gone on those plates. There is your butterfly, you've got the dragonfly, and you've got the bumblebee as well. And you can always just use certain elements of the plate rather than all of it. I mean, that honeycomb pattern is wonderful on the bumblebee one. I love that as a background. £94.11, though, is the price if you want everything. So basically, all the discounted prices have been put together, and what we're giving you is 3 flexi buys, not 2. So you can spread the cost of going for the book, the tools, and also the groovy plates into 3. £31.37 today, plus your P&P if you're not in the Freedom Club, or delivered if you are. And approaching 70% of the entire day's stock has gone on the big bundle. That's what most of you are going for, and we can't get any more stock, can we, Barbara?
No.
What we've got is
That's
what we've got.
No.
Yeah. That's a no.
No, we started with an insane amount of stock.
Yeah.
Yesterday at 6 o'clock, we didn't know what hit us.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of juggling, a lot of running around.
We had 10-minute queues on the phones. That's how busy we were yesterday. And also, of course, the way to avoid any queue, which we will get, I'm sure, in the show, is to go to hochanda.com. We're going to show you how to use those bonus tools in just a second, but if you want to have a little look and shop around, maybe you want to go for the Pergamano storage case. That's in stock at the moment as well. That's on the website too. It's all there, hochanda.com, and also the brand new calendar from Barbara for 2018 with her artwork. That's there. Oh, are they all signed?
Yeah, they're all signed.
Wow,
yeah.
That took you a long time.
It did.
Thousands of them. £12.99 if you want the calendar signed by the lovely Barbara. There we go. Right, now back. I love doing these shows because it's nice and chilled and sit down and just kind of craft along. Now, Linda, we're going to show everyone how to use the bonus tools, aren't we?
We are, yes. So I'm going to bring this card in. This is what we're going to do a little bit later. We're going to do one of these little circles. And remember I said yesterday to break it down into small little chunks?
Yes.
So yesterday we did squares, today we're going to do some little circles. So if I point, this is the little star tool here. OK, that's the imprint that you get.
Oh, right, OK.
Yeah.
Let's get right in. Stay there, Linda. Just stay there for a minute. Just give...
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah. Perfect.
OK, so that's what we're going to try to achieve. And if you can see, it's got lots of tiny little points on the end.
So that's the bonus one, Linda, is it?
This is the bonus one, yeah.
Yep.
OK, so it's very, very easy to use. I'll just show you. I always... It's an embossing tool, so you're going to actually emboss it on the back. OK?
So that's the rule, isn't it? Always emboss
on the back.
Always perforate on the front.
Perforate on the front,
right.
Yeah. OK? So, right,
I
OK.
learned that last night.
Yeah. So
if I take
let's see if we get in tight again.
Yeah.
Let's just take a look at the other... What else we've got? We've got the...
Yeah.
There's your
There we
dragonfly.
go, you see?
There it is. There's the dragonfly from the plate.
Yes.
Here you've got 4 needle tool work.
Yes.
And if you go to this one...
Oh, they've got little hearts in between.
Yeah, little hearts in between. And if you go to this one here, you've got the butterfly from the butterfly plate.
Yes.
Then you've got a 3 needle tool.
Oh, look at that, with the little dots in that we did
Little
yesterday.
dots, yeah. And then you've got the semicircle mini around the edge. OK?
Oh, we tried that last night, didn't we?
And then on this one you've got the bumblebee from the bumblebee plate.
So it just shows you can just use certain aspects of the plate.
We've used a lot of tools on this project, and you've got a 5 in a circle and a semicircle mini around the outside.
By the way, any of the techniques you maybe missed yesterday, if you weren't watching us, you can watch those shows back 6 and 8 o'clock yesterday evening on Rewind, OK? So.
And the project from yesterday, Barbara's going to put on her blog.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah. OK.
That'll be my pleasure.
So, emboss on the back.
Yeah.
OK, so we get a piece of parchment and your star tool, and I always use the star tool and the wheel tool. I always emboss them on a piece of card.
OK.
Because you want a really nice crisp imprint. If you do it on your embossing mat, there is a tendency for it to be embossed
soft.
too much. It's too soft.
Right.
So on the star tool, you have several little points. So what you need to do is to put your tool upright onto your parchment, position it where you want it to be, and then all you do is you swivel. So you swivel so that each point touches the parchment, and you do it once.
Okay.
Bingo.
Okay. So if I turn it round for you to see, perfect.
I need a bit more. Try again.
Try again.
So-
You'll get used to the pressure that you need to put. Some people do use an embossing mark.
Perfect.
But I find it a
Press
piece of,
harder than you do the first
a
time.
nice piece of cardboard that's quite firm. Not something that you get from a cereal packet, but a little bit of mount board or something like that.
Yeah, that's
You know?
brilliant.
But what I do tend to see people doing is a little bit of this.
That's just...
Okay, and then you end up with something that's quite fuzzy.
Right.
I think that, to me, that's neater than that.
So you just
really
go
see the
around
difference,
once,
can't
don't
you?
you?
Just
See the
once round in a
difference,
circle.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Here's mine. There you go. Never been done before.
There we are.
That'll do, Linda, won't it?
Brilliant, brilliant.
You're a good...
Yeah,
I
and
was going
then
to say tutor. You're not the tutor, you're the pupil.
I'm the learner.
Yeah. You're a good pupil.
and it, it's a
The
nice.
first time was a bit too heavy on one side, but then
Yeah.
you just realise
Yeah.
you apply
You've
a bit
got
more even
equal
pressure. There we
all
go.
the way around.
Okay.
So if I show you this,
Thank you.
I've embossed a little dot in the middle. So you can either perforate a hole in the middle with the one needle bold is great, and they're actually coloured. Can you see? You can colour them in. So that's that little tool. Can you see? They're
Yeah.
coloured.
Yeah. So what have you used to have the colour? Is it a pen or a pencil?
Pencils, pergoliners.
Right.
Yeah, just colouring neat on the back, or you can use felt tip pens if you want to. But
So
the
you just
pencils are great.
You just emboss a little dot in
Just
the centre.
emboss a little dot in the centre with the smallest embossing tool.
Yeah.
Your
Number 2.
either your 0.5 if you're very confident, but if you're a beginner, use the 1mm.
Okay, lovely.
Okay, or you can perforate a hole in the middle.
So that's how to use the star tool.
That's the star tool. Okay, and then we have the wheel tool. Okay. Now then, on the back again, on your piece of card. Okay. Much better on a piece of card. And all you do is you roll it along like a pastry cutter. It's in the shape of a spoon that way round. I find is easier. You could do it that way if you wanted to, but I can actually see where I'm going if it's that way round. And all you do is you roll it along.
Is that how you got the little lines coming away from the bumblebee?
No, the lines on the bumblebee
Cool, look at this.
are actually on the...
Oh, wow. Freestyling or what? Look. So you could do
There we are.
swirls and twirls in the background.
Yeah.
You could use it for a fill.
Yeah.
Couldn't you?
But also, you could follow the lines on the
Look at
groovy
Lynn.
plates as well.
Oh,
couldn't you?
It
Yeah.
will go into the groovy plate,
Right.
and you can do, especially with a square, it's lovely. You can do a dotted line instead of a solid embossed line.
I think how long that would take you to do if you use the finest embossing tool, the smallest embossing ball. That would take you forever to do, wouldn't
Yes.
it? With a wheel, it goes
Yeah. Oh,
really,
yeah.
really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Barbara's on the plate, look.
I am just about to have a little breakthrough. Yes!
Result
Check
back
this
of the
out.
net.
Check this out. So instead of a solid line, look, watch, I'm going to mess it up now. So that's what we're saying then is, if I get in the groove with this wheel, look.
Oh, wow, look.
Hello?
All of your groovy plates, look at this. Let's turn it round so you can see.
So that wheel,
Brilliant.
the bonus tool with the tools,
Do you want to put it on there,
fits.
Dave?
Put it
Does
on
it
the
show?
black,
Put it on the
and then
black.
you can see it better.
Yeah.
There you go.
It fits, so you're getting that tiny, tiny, tiny dot instead of a solid line.
So you can do freestyle, or you can follow the groovy plates
Yeah.
if you want to with the wheel.
Now, do you know, Paul said that about a year ago we tried it, didn't we? And we thought, the parchment police would kill us if they saw us doing this.
Now, bear in mind, that is one of your bonus tools. You get the star and also you get the
fabulous.
wheel included as a bonus, worth nearly £17. And that's, of course, in the big bundle, which we're rapidly selling out of. Over 70% of the stock, I think, is gone, or over 2/3 of the stock is gone on the big bundle. But if you want to go for the tools on their own, they will be included as well, those two bonus ones, and they're on the bottom of the screen, £54.15. But I think all of you are wanting the fantastic book from Linda today. It's a book that's been a long time in the needing for most people, and a long time in the production from your point of view.
Yes,
It took a long time to put together.
It did, yes. Yeah, yeah.
You could do a peacock with this.
Yes, you could. Well, if you have a look at this, I've done lots of little samples, so you can do some wavy lines there. Can you see? It makes it
Yeah.
beautiful.
second.
Can you see
Oh,
it? If
yeah.
I put it on black, you probably would see it better, do you think?
No, it's fine.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Yes?
There we go.
There we
look.
are,
Oh, it
yeah.
looks like cobwebs.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I'll show
thought
you the
sun.
cobweb now.
Look at that.
Or a cobweb, yeah, absolutely.
Can you see
Amazing.
the cobweb? Yeah. Or you can get a linen look, which is what I wanted to show you as well.
Oh,
See
fantastic.
the linen look there.
Yeah, I love it.
cool.
Yeah.
And did you do that freehand?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
it's great fun. Yes, yeah. Shall
So
I
you
show
could
you
use
the
that as a
cobweb
fill,
first?
couldn't you?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Right, you've got to have a bit of nerve to do the cobweb. Okay.
I've got nerve.
So all you do is you start to roll, okay, and then you turn your paper.
Oh.
And you can just
When do you want to stop?
just keep turning
Just
when
keep
you've had
turning
enough.
the
go for it, Barbara.
Cobweb.
Keep the tool in the same place, just turn the paper. The parchment.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
How cool's that?
Does mine look like yours?
Yeah, it's better than mine actually. That's
Yeah,
not wrong. That's
I'll
not.
move it into the
That's
shop
not
for you.
right. Somehow, something wrong there.
Isn't that great? Rotate the paper, keep the tool in the same place, and there you are. And
Here's
the
one I
cobweb.
did earlier. I didn't really do that.
I did.
And also, it's very good, like I said, for the linen look. So here's one that's in the book. So if you have a look at the little flowers there, it's got a pretty linen look on it.
It has.
Can you see it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Looks
Oh,
like fabric.
look.
Yeah.
And that's using this bonus
That's
tool again.
using this tool.
I'm
Yeah,
excited
yeah.
now. I've always wondered what it is.
So I'll show you now how I've done that.
Okay.
So I've got a few little butterflies here as well, just to show you. So on one of them, I've done the linen look, and on the other one, I've just done some little lines radiating out.
So effective.
And
It's
again,
very
you do
effective,
the
yeah.
wheel on the cardboard as well, do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just a piece of mount board, grey board, something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
That you'd be
So I've taken one of the butterflies off the butterfly plate. Okay, so I'm going to do this linen look. So that's the butterfly in its embossed state. So on the back again, okay, and all you do is, it doesn't matter now if you're going to go over the embossed lines, because I'm going to be cutting it out, just
right,
3D.
okay, yeah.
If you're leaving it within the content of the card, then you've got to be a little bit more careful. You've
Yeah,
got to be
sure.
a little bit slower. So it's just
It's gentle, isn't it?
a random back and forth, and it's a bit like cross hatching.
See, without this wheel, how on earth would you be
Oh,
able
you
to
wouldn't be
achieve
able to
an
do
effect
that.
like
No,
this?
no.
So you're just going one direction.
Yeah.
Oh,
quarter
look.
turn. Oh, God, that's fair.
I'm doing it on a dark parchment. Look, hang on, let me just give it another go. So you just go
I
like
gave you a
that.
piece of dark so that you would show up a little bit more.
This is
Here we are.
ridiculously good.
So the bits there you'll be cutting away.
Check it out.
Let me show you Barbara's.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, crap, that's really neat.
Cool.
Look at
Yeah.
that. You've kept within the lines as well.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to cut it out.
Yours is linen, mine's calico.
Fab.
Brilliant, Linda.
And then how do you go about cutting out the butterfly then? Because that's not just with a pair of basic scissors, is it?
No, no. Well, it's with the parchment scissors. If
Yep.
you can see this one, I've perforated around the outside edge
Right.
with a 2-needle tool, and then I've cut around with the scissors using the picot edge.
So
I
that's
wanted
a
to show you that.
fantastic result.
Yeah. Yes, certainly.
We'll just show you the cutting technique and then we'll
Yeah.
just remind you of everything that's in the show. as
I've
well.
already perforated around the outside of that one, so shall I just cut that one
Yes,
then,
you
Dave?
could.
Yeah.
So when you perforated that, Linda, sorry to ask an obvious question, did you use a 2-needle fine tool because it's such a tiny little butterfly?
You
or
can
did you use a
do
bold?
You can do it. I used the ordinary 2-needle tool is best for
So
that
that's a
because it's
2-needle bold?
Yeah, it's quite a small space.
When you say ordinary, do you mean bold or do you mean
the ordinary fine? Fine.
See,
yes.
to you, ordinary is fine.
Yes,
right.
that's right. Yes.
To
Yeah.
me, ordinary is
Yeah.
bold.
Really.
Oh, by the way, if you do want to see more cutting techniques, the 8 o'clock show last night that Barbara and Linda did, that's on Rewind. You'll see more cutting techniques there.
Okay, so I've perforated around the outside. Now
What
then,
scissors have you got then?
I've got the Pergamano exclusive scissors.
Right, we've actually got 3 pairs to show you in the show. This one is the most affordable, the one that Linda's using. It's only just over £10, isn't it? £10.99. There we are, if you want those. And you said to me yesterday, 2 ways of using this scissors, yeah?
Yes.
And we've written about it in the book, haven't we?
It's in the book, yeah.
Yeah,
There's a page
which is
on...
brilliant. It's actually in the book before you get to the projects.
Yes.
In between the projects and the needle tools, Linda's done both ways, the traditional way, didn't you, love?
Yeah. So you've got the fork method with the scissors pointing down, and the spoon method with the scissors, the curve pointing
Which do you
upward.
prefer?
The spoon.
Right.
I find it much easier.
Okay.
So do I.
But everybody's different, so
Yeah.
I put it in for everybody to try the different ways and see what they get the results from.
Like Rosie, she does the traditional way, and it's beautiful, exquisite work.
And Rosie
you know.
doesn't twist.
No.
Some people twist, some people don't.
Doesn't she?
No, I don't
And then,
think she
and
does.
only then, she says.
And only then. Yeah.
Everyone has their own way, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. So, if I start on a straight part, so you put the scissors into the holes, okay? So the 2 points into 2 holes. You can start anywhere. I prefer to cut away from me so that I can see what I'm doing. Because if you're twisting, you're actually twisting towards you, okay? So if you're twisting towards you, you don't want to be putting on pressure on paper that you haven't already cut.
Right.
So if you start working away from you, you will be twisting into something that you've already cut.
Okay.
So it prevents you from big paper. So scissors in, drop your scissors slightly, and then you pinch, and you twist, and you snip.
Towards yourself?
Towards myself, yeah? So scissors in, drop, twist, and snip. Now, if people are having trouble cutting, and inevitably do when you first start out, you find you've got ragged points. I always say, slow down, do it really, really slowly, and when you drop your scissors, if you can just pinch rather than snip, if you can just pinch until you see that point forming, and then you snip when you see the point.
Now, can I say something?
Yes.
You carry on, Linda.
Yeah.
Right, now, Linda is right-handed, so she's right-handed, so she's twisting towards herself. Now, for the left-handed people of us, imagine you're holding that with your left hand. You're doing exactly the same thing, right? You've got it in your left hand, and so you're sitting on the other side of the table, and you're twisting away from yourself. That's the only difference. You do exactly the same thing if you're a lefty, except you twist away from yourself.
But look at what is being achieved by Linda. You've got that wonderful edge that looks a little bit like a holly leaf, a little tooth effect.
The picot edge.
Yeah, picot edge.
Can you see I'm turning my paper?
Yeah.
I'm not turning my hand. My scissors are staying in exactly the same place. Because if I was to go around the corner this way, you're going to lose those perfectly formed picot edges. One side is going to be a little bit longer than the other because of the position of your hand. So as I'm cutting...
So you hold your hand in exactly the same place and make the artwork come to you?
Yeah, I'm turning it. I'm doing it really slowly. You will speed up, but if you're a new person to parchment craft, then just go really, really slow. So it's in, drop, pinch, and twist.
And you know, I remember when Linda taught me how to cut, and when I was doing it, it wasn't going so well. And she said to me, you know when you're getting really hot and prickly and you've got the best parcher in the world watching you, and then she said, can you actually see what you're doing? And I thought, you know, I need this like I need a hole in the head. Really. And she said, no, I mean it. And she gave me her glasses. And what a difference that made.
Because you were telling me yesterday, Linda, that you often wear magnifying glasses, don't you?
She gave me magnifiers. And I went from my reading glasses to, like, really strong magnifiers that Linda wears. They're like Coca-Cola bottles. And what a difference. She was right when she said, can you see what you're doing? I couldn't see the holes, Dave.
Right.
And what chance have you got if you can't see the holes?
Yeah, you're fighting a losing battle, aren't you?
You are really, on a hide into nowhere.
Well, that's how you can achieve those effects and also how you cut out your work. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll give you an update now on what's in the show, in case you just switched on. But if you do want the scissors, by the way, they are £10.99. That's all they are for quality scissors that will achieve those effects for you. We do have other scissors on the show as well in various different prices. Go to the website, hochanda.com. 508312. Now, the starter kit Now, we've not talked about that yet. Lots of you, I know, went for that last night. If you are thinking about starting parchment, or indeed you want the starter kit that gets you going with the groovy plates, you've got your groovy plate mate, you've got 3 groovy plates included, a groovy mat, 2 embossing tools, the Easy Glide sheet as well, and also your parchment paper, 20 sheets of that, all in the bundle for just £49.99, and we do have it on flexi-buy as well. So that's £25 today, and then £25 in 4 weeks' time, OK? 587 104. And of course the actual plates themselves that we got today, the brand new ones from Linda, will fit into the plate mate that's in the starter kit as well. Now, the complete collection, everything on the counter, the book, the tools, and also those 3 groovy plates, the brand new ones. You've got the circle in, oh, sorry, the butterfly in the circle, the dragonfly in the circle, and the bumblebee. They are brand new today. You can buy them in the bundle, or you can buy them individually if you wish to as well. But the whole bundle comes with the handbook, the 7 tools plus the 2 bonus tools, so 9 tools in total, and the 3 groovy plates as well. All of that on flexi-buy. £31.37 today is all you have to spend. We put it on the maximum flexi-buy we can offer as well, 3 flexi-buys. So spread it over the next 2 months over 3 payments. 3/4 of the stock has gone. Remember, the key thing is the book. The book is what I think an awful lot of parchers have been waiting for. Maybe you do parching and you follow certain techniques and you kind of stay true to those techniques, and you want to kind of elaborate a little bit more, do things that are a little bit more adventurous, or you find you're not using your tools to their maximum. That's what that book's all about, how to use those fantastic perforating tools in so many different ways. There's hundreds of different techniques that's in the book, written by Linda. And just to show you, to give you some inspiration, some of the finished cards that we've got here, let's go to the bottom of the pile to show you some new ones that you've not seen maybe. This is one of the butterfly ones, the butterfly groovy plates, and it's lovely to hear from Linda as well, a very traditional parcher, Linda, that she loves the groovy plates as well. This is a little bit of tradition meets modern. That's what this is all about, making you get and helping you get amazing results every single time with your parchment. Now look at this one, using circles and little elements from each of those plates there. The bumblebees from one plate, the dragonflies from the other, and the butterflies from the other. So you don't have to use the whole plate all the time. Stunning. Then we go on to, this one is featuring the dragonfly and also the bumblebee. Actually, it's featuring all of them. Butterfly, dragonfly, and the bumblebee. Beautiful works of art. Stunning, aren't they? A little bit of the Pergamano glitter as well, that ultra-fine glitter that we've got on the website, if you want to find that. And this is one of the ones that we were doing yesterday, this kind of sampler effect. So this is something that's great to start with, because it's like little bite-sized projects that you could do maybe one every evening or something like that, and then build it up. And there's so many different techniques as well. If you want to try those, remember the book has got everything you need to know about how to use your perforating tools. Now, if you want these plates, remember, on their own, if that's all you want, then they are brand new. And if you want to add them to your groovy plate collection, nearly 80% of the stock has gone at £19.97. 910914 is your item number there if you want the groovy plates. Remember, if you want the big bundle, we have that still available as well at 9:30 nearly. I don't know how long during the day we're going to actually have the big stock or the big bundle. How long we're going to have the stock of that big bundle? £94.11. That's everything that you need, all in one. Remember, all the discounts on each item have been basically collated together, put on 3 flexi buys to make it an affordable option for you to go for today. £31.37 is all you spend plus your P&P. 402425. And remember, the book is key. The one-day special book, if I just lift that up for a second, remember at the front, all the blue banners relate to the tools. So it shows you what tools have been used and what tools you need to create these effects. So you've got the actual diagram to show you how to do it, and then, of course, the finished parchment on the other page as well. And then you have, of course, the grid, which you can then photocopy if you wish to, put that underneath the parchment and then perforate through your parchment. So loads and loads of different projects. There's hundreds of different designs and styles. And then keep on going through the book. You'll then come to cutting techniques eventually, like here, how to use your scissors and how to perfect your cutting. And then we go on to projects. So all of the techniques used on this card has been used with these 3 tools using these techniques. And there's loads and loads and loads of different techniques. Now, if we just show you some of the finished cards in front of me just here, all of these are from the book, OK? Every single card you can see here is talked about step by step in the book today, the handbook that is brand new. And it's £19.99 if you want it on its own, £5 off, and a large quantity of the stock went last night. Nearly 60% of the book on its own has gone. 256,900, but you could be making all of these cards or just adopting and using some of the techniques that are in the book to go your own way with design. £19.99, the price for the book. 256,900. And then remember, we've got the tools and we've also got the groovy plates as well. All of that either individually available or in a big bundle with 3-way flexi pay. The choice is yours, OK? Fab. So that's the book on its own. And then the tools and the groovy plates, remember, the big bundle. We'll put the details up for that again for you if you want that. All of those big bundles are flying. They really are. Everyone wants to get the book, the tools, and the groovy plates as well. There we are. Look, £94.11 is the price, but it is on the maximum flexi pay we can offer you, flexi buy, which is 31.37. 31.37 today, plus your P&P. 31.37 in 4 weeks, and then 31.37 in 8 weeks' time. Now, the accessories, remember, that we are often showing you and talking about, this is a really good kit to go for. It's a very user-friendly kit. You get 20 sheets of parchment paper, the Groovy Guard, which keeps your fingers away from the parchment, and also the Groovy Tape, repositionable Groovy Tape. All of that in there for £11.99 if you'd like to add that to your order. It's 211682. And also we've got the brilliant Pergamano tool organiser for you. Now, Barbara's over there. Actually, can I show you Barbara's? Can I have yours? This shows you the capacity of this. Now, bear in mind you're getting 9 tools in the show today if you're ordering those. Plenty of space for those and all other tools that you invest in going forward. Also great for your pens and your pencils.
And your plates, your Groovy Go set goes in there. All your A5 square plates fit in there.
Look how many leaves there are there.
It's amazing because it's got quite a big. When it folds up, it's amazing how much you can put in there. Effortlessly.
I know Linda actually keeps a photograph of her grandson in the front there, so if you go into parchment groups where everyone's got one of these, you'll know whose is whose then. Yeah, absolutely. So that's the capacity of it. Yours won't be filled, but you'll have the fun of filling it up, but all your tools can go in there, no problem. £34.99, and we haven't always got this in stock, so if you want it, grab it while it's still there. Great, thoughtful Christmas gift for a parcher. OK, Linda, we're back with you, Barbara. What do you want to show us next?
OK. We're going to do a little portion of this card, and we're going to take that little circle there and do that.
Right,
OK. And we've used, on this card, we've used the bumblebee plate, we've used the nested circles, and the tools that we've used is a 5-inner circle and a semicircle mini. OK?
Yeah.
So the 5-inner circle is a delightful little tool because you can use it as an edge or you can use it as a fill. It's a good fill tool because if I show you this card here, you can see it's just embossed, perforated and embossed randomly. So it's a really good tool for filling in a space. If you've got a big space that you want to fill, then that's a good one to use. And it's an easy tool to use. So,
beautiful.
Yeah. OK. So we're going to do that one there. So I've got my nested circles, and I'm going to do the third. So that's third from the centre. 1, 2, 3. So
there's 3 on the card. There was the 3rd circle in, which is the dinky one with the bumblebee, the 4th circle in, and the 5th circle in. And I think while Linda's doing that, what was really, what I found really comforting was because we're going to cut these out, you're working on separate little entities of artwork. So if it goes not the way you'd like it to, then you haven't wrecked the whole card.
No, that's
you
true.
just do that one little circle again.
Yeah, they're individual projects.
Yeah, that's right. And these little bite-sized projects are great. They're like little samplers, aren't they, Linda?
yes.
Now, we have got those circle groovy plates as well. They're on the website too. In fact, we put them up on the screen, actually. Basic shapes, the circles and the squares are only £15.99, and they are invaluable to have. They really are. They're must-haves.
So I'm taking the smallest bumblebee here from the plate, the little one in the corner. Just put him in the centre and just get into the groove. I'm using a 0.5mm tool here.
So I've used the #1 tool from the starter kit, and then you've got the black mat from the starter kit underneath. We're using the groovy plate mate from the starter kit to house the plate with the bumblebee, because that holds it in place, so that you can tape it around the outside, you see. And then you know when you lift it up, if you can lift it up like that, and then when you can check what you're doing, and then when you replace it, it goes right back in the same place again.
And these new plates, remember, fit in the starter kit?
They fit in the starter kit plate, mate, yeah, brilliant. Did that give you a chance to catch up with me, Linda?
Yes, it did, yes. So you put the bumblebee in. I'm going to put the... Can you see the little bumblebee trail? I'm going to put that in later, because I don't want it to... I don't want to put too much in case I can't get the border in. So that'll come in afterwards.
Yeah.
I can see why you thought maybe it was the rolling wheel that Linda used on that.
Yes, it's very similar.
Very similar,
yes.
But it's actually on the plate itself, isn't it?
That's right, yes. OK, so I think we'll do the perforating next. So from the book, I've photocopied the 5 in a circle sheet.
Right.
OK? And I'm using this... No, hang on, which one did I use? Yes, that one there.
Right, OK.
OK?
Now, bear in mind, the book has got a ring binder spine, so it actually lies flat on photocopiers, because obviously that's what we suggest you do. Get the template that you want to work from, photocopy it, put that under your parchment so you're not actually piercing the pages of the book.
So I'm perforating now from the right side, OK? So I've turned my parchment over, I embossed on the back, and I'm perforating on the front.
2-minute queues on the phone, sorry, the queues are back. They're always there whenever Barbara and now Linda are here as well. If you want to get anything in the show, the quickest way to order is the website, hochanda.com. Otherwise, you'll be in a 2-minute queue. Not the end of the world, but if you can avoid the queue, it's a good idea.
So I'm going to perforate shallow, so I'm on a very, very thin. I'm on the thin foam mat, the Pergamano foam mat, and I've got a 5 in a circle tool. OK? Now then, I know I said yesterday these little points are on the top and the bottom, but with a 5 needle tool, it's a circle anyway. So, so just do a little sample piece somewhere and just see that the positioning of your tool is correct. And I'll use my groovy guard to prevent it crinkling. And you just perforate through the parchment and through the pattern.
Right. And you always perforate vertically, don't go in at an angle.
Always straight down, yeah.
Linda, can you just move your hand so I can see exactly what it is you're doing?
Yeah.
Right, thank you. So we've got that one there. Oh, right, I'm on it. Gotcha. Is it that little one there? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Linda.
Now remember, if you want the perforating
from
tools,
the front, right?
Yeah.
We've actually got a set of 5 with 20 sheets of A5 parchment as well. This is the 1 needle bold, 1 needle, 2 needle, the 4 needle, and the angle tool, and your bag and your paper of parchment in there as well. So that's a different opportunity of tools, a different variety of tools, OK? So if you want those, they're on the screen, $29.99. But remember, the tools that we've got in the show, they're perforating tools as well, and you get the bonus. So probably best to go for the ones in the show. But these are available as well if you want these. £26.99, because they're basically the ones that aren't in the offer, aren't they?
That's right.
Yeah, so these are in addition to the ones that we've got on the show today in the big bundle.
So what... Let me just recap this, Linda. Sorry, here's the novice on it now. So what we're doing is, that just happens to sit, that little pattern sits perfectly in that circle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Was that just luck?
Yeah.
At least you're honest.
Yeah. I decided I was going to use the circle, so I found, I mean, with the groovy plate, you've got an amazing number of circles that you can choose from. I just found a circle that fitted the pattern, you know? So, yeah. So once you've perforated, you take it off your pattern. There we are.
Let's have a little look at that. Looking really good. And also remember, always perforate from the front. Emboss from the back, perforate from the front. And you've been parching now for a number of years, Linda, and you're, as we said before, one of only 2 master teachers in the world. What's your angle on groovy? Because it's almost like parchment becomes a little bit more modern, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, yes. It's amazing. I mean, the parchment craft was was in decline. And it was every year there were less and less people doing the craft. Teachers were getting older, and there were no young teachers coming along behind. And I remember going to meetings with Pergamano many years ago, and we were all fearful that the craft was going to die because there weren't enough people, you know, taking it on and carrying on the tradition. So we set up various organisations, and we tried this and we tried that, and nothing seemed to work. And then along came Groovy, and I watched with great interest. I had a feeling that this was going to be the thing that raised the profile of parchment, and boom, boy did it raise the profile. Yeah. Now we've got children doing it, we've got people that had given it up because of their hands and they couldn't see the lines. They are coming back to it and embracing it. So we've got from the young to the old, all doing Groovy, and a huge percentage of those really want to carry on and learn the traditional skills as well. Yeah. So people are finding, traditional teachers are finding that people are coming to them to learn the traditional methods. So it's just been it's been a revolution.
Like what we're doing now, isn't it? It's a revolution. This is traditional parchment. Yeah. You know, all we've done is we've got the little bumblebee and the circle from Groovy, but everything else we're doing is traditional here.
And we've got Louise,
which is exciting. You know.
Louise in the office, Louise Goldin and Emma
and Becca
Kempster. They were doing Groovy, they're part of the design team, but they've emailed me on Friday because they've had the book to work with because they're on the design team, and they've actually started doing this now, and they were so thankful that they were starting to use the needle tools.
It's great to have your take on it as well. It really is opening up parchment to a whole new world of parchers, young, old, in the middle, everyone.
All the Groovy artists that have come along over the last couple of years, Dave, we've all looked at this kind of lace work and thought, unachievable, never going to be a possibility for us. We're not gonna have the time to learn this. And what Linda's done is she's encapsulated it in a book, and when you photocopy that page, which is actual size, and like we've just done, just slide it underneath, there's the pattern. Boom. Yes. You know,
and just look at all those different techniques on
it's just exciting, actually.
On each parchment rectangle there's so many different things to learn from the tools and from Linda herself as well. But all these techniques you can do, and it's all been photographed step by step, and then of course the techniques have been transferred into cards, finished projects.
That's right, and that's the one we're using now.
Right.
And so we're doing this one, but if you can see, I've embossed every other 5 in a circle perforation, but on this one I've embossed every one.
Right.
So you've got variations within that again. You put your own twist on it, you put your own lines, you put your own dots, you cut some, you emboss some.
This is just touching on it, isn't it, really?
The smallest corner.
So all these different techniques, white work, all of that, all shown step by step in the book. Then you've got the patterns which you can photocopy, and then you can, of course, create works of art just like this. So these are all techniques.
Look at that one.
Yeah, converted into finished projects in the book. Brand new today. The book is $19.99 as the one-day special. That's technically our one-day special. But most of you, not all, but most of you are thinking about going for the big bundle because you get all those fantastic tools. 2 of them are a bonus. You get the book and you get the 3 new plates that were designed by Linda, of course, as well. All for that first Flexi Buy payment of £31.37. That's all you pay today. Plus your P&P. You're vicious, you are.
Bless Linda. She was showing me which one, because at the end of the Pergamano tools there's a little symbol that tells you what's there. So she's shown me, and I've given it back to her and stabbed her. Sorry, Linda.
Perforation tools at 5 paces.
I'll come in again.
Don't try not to bleed on the parchment. It's live television.
All right, okay. So we're going to put the border in, which is the semicircle mini. Okay. Now you've got a circle there, and you've got a certain size tool. So the trick is to get around and get the right number of perforations in and not have a gap. Quite difficult. There's a bit of a job to it. Yeah. So if I start to perforate around the outside, so I'm perforating along the outside of the circle, and I'm still perforating shallow, but I'm going to put the last
so you go back in the
first
hole.
needle into the last hole. Okay? Now, the trick when perforating around a line is not to actually go so close that you actually make
the line.
holes in your nice white line. It's better to leave a large-ish gap rather than actually perforate into your line. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it.
Because if you perforated it on the white line, you'd lose the white, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it would look very insidey, yeah.
And do you move the artwork to come to you like you did earlier?
I'm still
You're still rotating it?
The tool is in exactly the same place. Mainly because I've got, it's in my line, my sight. I can see exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you start to move the tool around and you can't see it, then that you make the mistakes. So if you go about 2/3 of the way around, okay, this is the way I do it.
Is it going to link up perfectly?
Yeah, exactly. So if you go roughly 2/3 of the way round, and this is the same with a straight line. If you've got to make it fit, you've got the same problem.
Yeah, I suppose.
So you leave a little gap,
right.
Okay, and then what I do is I do a dummy run, and instead of perforating, all I do is I make a little white dot.
Right.
Okay. So I've done the first one, and then I'll put the last needle on top of that white dot, and I'm doing my dummy run, and I'm marking the paper.
Only slightly, though.
Only slightly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
And it probably fit now.
I'm going to be miles out. Oh, no.
So, I'm a bit out. Can you see?
Yeah, just
I'm bang on.
I've got that.
Are you really?
Are you bang on? Oh, gee, God. You wanted me to shave.
Showing off now, look.
I'll go home then, shall I?
All right. No, I'm going home.
That's a name for somebody like you.
Barbara's is joined up perfectly.
Brilliant. Mine hasn't.
There you go.
Fab.
And I've even done it on the right side.
So how would you
okay. So I've got that much to lose,
right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what I would do then, instead of putting that needle into the last hole, I'm going to leave a little gap.
Right.
Okay?
But you won't really see that.
You won't see that when it's cut out. So I'm going to join the next one, and then I'm going to leave a little gap. And then I'm going to do a dummy run again.
I'll tell you what would be useful. I used the...
yeah, that's about it.
The groovy guard as well, because
I should have used the groovy guard.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I should have done.
But what I find is because my hands get clammy,
they are.
I can work through the aperture.
What the groovy guard does is it kind of protects your parchment from oily hands or whatever, and also you've got little apertures in it as well, so you can work through the holes, can't you?
Whether you're right or left-handed, it works really well. Because I get really hot and clammy when I'm concentrating, and so this is great because you can hold your work without putting your fingers all over it.
So there are some tiny little gaps there, but you know, if you look at that, you can hardly see them.
That's all right. There's room for improvement, Linda.
Yeah,
you'll be all right.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Practice, is it?
You would never ever know.
Not bad, Linda. Look.
That's the way to make it match up. Fantastic. OK, now let's remind you then of what we've got here today. The one-day special is the book. So if you want the book on its own, it's £19.99. Remember, £5 off. That's on the bottom of the screen, and it's the eagerly awaited handbook for the multi-needle tools. It's a book that's not been available, and we launched it last night, world launch here last night at 6 o'clock. You'll be one of the first people in the world to have this. And remember, Linda is one of only two tutors, master teachers around the world. Linda actually teaches the tutors how to do parchment, every single aspect of it. So she's written and illustrated this book brilliantly. It's been obviously in the production now for a number of months, and this is volume 1. Volume 2 will be coming along when it's finished, when Linda's done the next volume. We'll have it here first, I'm sure. But this is £19.99. Remember how to use all your piercing and perforating tools. Then, of course, you've got the projects in the back as well, which you can then, of course, go and photocopy if you wish as well. All these different techniques. It shows you what tools you need to achieve all those different images there. Over 60% of the book has gone, 256,900. But a lot of you are, bearing in mind we've got 3 flexi-buy options on the big bundle. A lot of you are going for the big bundle that includes the book. And you're getting, remember, the 3 new groovy plates that Linda has designed herself. You've got the circle with the butterfly, circle with the dragonfly, and, of course, the circle with the bumblebee. And then you get, of course, all those tools. Now, the tools, you're getting 7 tools that you're paying for, but you get 9. 2 of them are a bonus. So you've got that star tool, or it was the, was it the star? Yes, it was. The star tool and also the rotating wheel tool too. Worth nearly £17. They're included, but you're not being charged for them. And we've got it on 3 flexi buys as well. So that today is £31.75. No, 31.37. 31.37 today, plus your P&P, and then nothing more to pay for 4 weeks. Okay, nearly 80% now of the entire stock of our big bundle is gone, and I've just been handed some wonderful finished cards to have a little look at before we say cheerio for this hour. There's look at this one. This is done by Gail Sydenham, and she's actually cut out the butterflies beautifully, three-dimensional. That isn't it?
Look at that. Is that stippling in the butterflies?
Let's have a look.
Is that a star tool as well that she's used on the background?
That's the 5 in a circle. That's the one we've been. No, that's the flower tool, and
look at that.
Yeah, she's used the star tool. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Here's
It was her
another
birthday
one.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bless her. Saturday.
Yes.
Glynis Whitehead, she's done this one, and again, you've got the three-dimensional butterfly wings there as well that have been cut out.
Isn't that beautiful work?
Let's show you some of the... What's this one?
That's from the book.
Oh, that's from the book?
Yeah.
OK, that's one of the projects in the book, which you
Oh,
can
I
do.
love that one.
And this is also from the book as well,
Yes, that's right.
Cool.
yeah? So all of these projects are in there.
And this one uses all the tools.
Does it?
That's the big project from the book, and it uses all the tools. Yeah.
And just looking at a few more of the groovy plates as well, the dragonfly. So, yeah, the bumblebee and the dragonfly, although the plates have a circular design on them, just take elements out. There's a few of the bluebells, and there's a wonderful kind of window scene there with the jars
Louise has
on.
made a beautiful window out of that. Isn't that fabulous?
Beautiful.
On the Shenandoah paper.
And that's like a sampler, all these different techniques, the
that's
bumblebee.
Glenys, isn't it?
And she's
Glenys
got
made
all
that
the
for me,
plates.
yes, to do all the little parts.
Isn't that lovely?
She's used all the tools on that as well.
Well, we've got the big details on the screen, the big bundle, 31.37 on Flexi Buys, all you part with today, plus your P&P. But if you're a Freedom member, you don't have to worry about the postage. We've got about 3 or 4 minutes.
OK.
Did you want to do just one more technique or something?
Shall I just show you how I embossed it?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
Yes? OK. So, embossing on the back now.
Yep.
Yeah?
Show us the original, Linda, so we can see. Show us the actual card, so we know what we're moving towards.
There we are.
Let's
So
have
that's
a look
what we're
at
working on at the moment, that
So
one there.
we're just embossing the dots in the middle, and I've embossed a little dot.
Perfect.
You can either do some solid embossing there, like on there. Can you see that it's the same tool, but with a different look?
Cool. Is that actually the same tool with a different
It's the
look?
same tool.
Just more embossing on the larger butterfly one.
This one is filled in.
Yes.
And that one has just got
Just
a little
dots,
dot.
more delicate.
Okay.
Perfect lacework. And then
Yeah.
look at the one over the other side with the large one.
This one,
Yeah.
that's the semicircle. This is a semicircle mini, and that's a semicircle edge.
This is
and
so
then I've done
informative.
the fanning out.
Yeah, we did that.
That
yesterday.
is actually, we could perhaps do that later in the next show, because that is done with a one needle tool.
Can we do that,
Yeah,
that
we can.
butterfly circle in the dragonfly circle in the next show
In the
at 1
next
o'clock?
show.
OK,
Yes.
so how to
Yeah.
do that one, the larger circle,
Yes.
that'll be in the 1 o'clock show today.
Yeah.
But we'll just show you how to do the embossing.
Just embossing. So on the back, on my embossing mat,
We'll be using a number 1 tool.
I've got a 1.5.
And by the way, the embossing mat is in stock. I know last time I did a show with Barbara, it wasn't available, but it is now in stock, and it's a silicone, which is perfect to emboss onto because you won't go through your parchment when you're doing it. Whereas on a foam mat, you might be prone to do that. So, and tell us about the technique of getting a perfect circle.
Right, so you have to emboss up and down,
Yeah.
from side to side,
Yeah.
as if you're doing a cross, and then round and round. And I go round and round. I start in the centre, and I work my way out to the edge.
What would happen if you just went round and round?
You get a black dot in the middle that you can't get rid of. Looks
Right.
a little bit like a donut.
Does it?
Yes.
If that's
Yeah.
the effect you want, fine,
Yeah.
but...
Yeah,
probably
well,
it
yes,
probably
yeah.
isn't.
It doesn't matter so much if you're doing a 5 needle tool, because you've got a hole in the middle which you're going to reperforate anyway.
Right.
So,
Hey, Barbara, you're ahead of the game.
you've done it. You could imitate. Oh, that was quick.
Quick
You
draw,
are quick,
McGraw.
aren't you?
Yeah.
TV speed.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
There's Barbara's look. She's embossed in the middle.
Doesn't that look delightful?
It's gorgeous.
And do you then go, when you've done that, Linda, do you go back in with a single needle tool?
Single
and-
needle tool then, and perforate. Rather than go back in with a 5 in a circle, because it's difficult to reposition. And then
You've been
just a
doing it all
little
your life,
dot,
I haven't, though.
a little dot in the centre
Of the outside
of the
as well.
outside. So if you can see,
Yeah, yeah.
there we are. If I fast forward, there we are. Okay, I've started to cut around the outside edge. And there it is.
Fantastic.
There it is.
There it is finished.
There it is done. That you could do of an evening. You know, well, this is what I love about doing these kind of sampler style cards, is that they're mini pictures.
Yeah.
They're like little mini projects that you can do relatively quickly. And I'm an impatient so-and-so. I like to see results straight away. If I'm working on something that takes me weeks and weeks and weeks, I lose interest very easily. These can be done relatively quickly. And remember, Linda is with us all day, so if you've got any questions, if there's a technique that's been foxing you, or you've got any questions you need to ask, email in studio@hochanda.com, because Barbara and Linda are going to be back at 1 o'clock with, I think, it's Alex, isn't it, this afternoon at 1 o'clock?
And I think Paul might be joining you at 1 o'clock.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
OK, so Paul will
I've
be
got
back.
an earache.
Have you? Me talking in it, probably. For...
No, I do have a bad earache.
Oh, bless you. OK, well, we'll let Barbara go off then. Linda will be back with Paul at 1. Stay tuned, though. Lots more to come here today on Hochanda. I'll see you a bit later on.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So Zyron, the Creative Station range, that's coming up next. Then we're going to be printing your own fabric, that is, with Craft Yourself Silly, and stamping with hobby art. Jenny Mays is back with that a bit later on. So stay with us for as much of the morning as you can, and don't forget Crafting Market on Sky 676.
Hello, I'm Phil Martin. I've been a paper crafter for 17 years, nearly 18 years now. And what was my hobby became an obsession, much like most of the people who are watching at home. My obsession then led to me looking for products and trying to expand my knowledge base, which is where I couldn't find something, so I thought, right, it's time to do my own. So Sentimentally Yours is my brand of photopolymer and rubber stamps. And I also do coordinating paper pads and the Cosmic Shimmer product range that goes along with that. So hopefully, with the products that I bring to you, you can work the same way that I do and work in a coordinated way, which helps to achieve the best results that we can get as paper crafters. Really looking forward to seeing you all on Hochanda, so please join me for my shows where I can share some of my hints and tips with you.
Hi, I'm Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly, and we're really excited to still be working with you guys here on Hochanda. We were there from the very, very beginning, and we're still bringing you lots of really exciting soft crafts. We design and manufacture all of our kits and all of our fabrics here in the UK, and we love bringing them to you. So if you're an experienced sewer or you're just starting out in soft crafts and sewing, join us. There's tips and fabrics for everybody. Make sure you don't miss our shows and come and craft yourself silly on Hochanda.
Hello and good morning. Well, it's our second live hour together, Fiona.
And it's only 10 o'clock.
I know, good grief. We've been up very, very early this morning. Now, the focus of the previous show was the diamond press.
Yes.
This time, we're talking about the Zyron, and this is a mighty machine that turns everything into wall-to-wall adhesion stickers.
It really is one of those machines that once you've got it in your craft room, you will wonder how you got by without it.
Yeah.
Because not only does it's turn everything into stickers. You have got so much capability in here. It's not just for paper and card. What about your parchment? What about your ribbons? What about your metal embellishments? What about things like plastic buttons, wood? Anything that you can think of which you can now be turning into something which has got edge-to-edge adhesion. You know, this is fantastic for things like lace, you know, where you've got fine detail, where you want to actually stick things like, look at this, that's a skeleton leaf.
That's incredible.
And you can't see any glue through that at all. And this is the thing, it's about giving yourself a professional finish. It's about being able to use the materials and not worry about how you're going to stick them down. This is fantastic for things like parchment.
Yeah.
It's great for your ribbons, it's great for your delicate die cuts. But look, something as thin as some wire work, it will stick down. Balsa wood, it will stick down really simply, easily. Look at this. Look at this.
No
Parchment, no glue showing through. Leather, no glue showing through. Fabulous machine. Of course, it has so many other capabilities once you buy the other cartridges, but even if you're just going to use it for your permanent adhesive,
right,
this is amazing.
Also, I just want to point out, because I've seen these boards many an occasion.
Yes.
These boards have been around for years.
Yes.
And you can see just how sticky the adhesive is. So they are meant, the adhesion is meant to last, and it absolutely does. Now, we are busy. We are at half the stock of the Xyron. This is the 9-inch. Now, you've got 65 feet in total of adhesion. It'll come with the 25-foot already preloaded, the cartridge.
Right.
And then you've got the 40-foot extra cartridge, the refill for you there. So that is a lot of adhesion. And again, looking at some of the samples, they're incredible because you cannot see any of the gluey mess.
That's right. And I mean, this is the thing, when you're working with things like acetate cards, how amazing that you can put that whole card together. Not only, look, if I open that out, you cannot see how that was joined together onto that card, and it is ready to go in the post straight away. Similarly, again, this one, ready to go in the post straight away. When you're using acetate, they are amazing. When you start using things like fabrics in your cards, straight away you can start putting this through. Or maybe it's just simple embellishments, or maybe you're going to start doing things for the home.
I love that.
Whether it's as simple as buttons on a bottle, or whether these are wedding favours, whatever they are going to look great. And you know, the thing is that what this means is that you can actually be using what you want in your crafting stash, and it's not just cards or paper. What about doing something like
Love that.
Isn't
Look at
it
this.
great? And I mean, everything on here, you know, you've got some lovely cork birds here which have been done, all these little flowers, the background, those lovely words as well for the new home. Isn't that great?
It is gorgeous. So if you'd like to go for your 9-inch Xyron, this is the biggie. It's $79.98, or of course you can spread the cost on FlexiBuy. 2 payments of $39.99. Your item number is 882258. Now, we've got some extra refills for you if you want to go for it. So this is your lamination refill, cold lamination.
Cold lamination, double-sided lamination. Great for keeping those precious memories, or things where you have to see the reverse as well. It could be something as simple as a family recipe, but maybe it's something like a certificate, maybe it's a marriage certificate, maybe it's a baptism certificate, something that's really precious that you don't want to put through a hot lamination process, but you want to keep it there and ready to use. Maybe it's something as simple, maybe a recipe or a pattern, that you want to keep it safe, or maybe it's something you've taken out of a book and you want to keep it safe because you know it's going to be used time and time again. Cold lamination is the way to go. This is a 9-inch cartridge, which is great. And of course, you don't have to use the whole thing in one go. You can swap the cartridges in and out. So it makes it really cost effective when we've got them in stock.
You were saying earlier, which I thought was really, really lovely, is about baby scans, because some photos, if they go through the hot lamination, they'll lose the image.
Baby scans used to be printed out onto heat-sensitive paper, so if you put them through the hot laminating process, they went black.
Right.
It's a
shame, that.
which was a real shame. And you know, cold lamination, and every now and again you will still get things which are printed on heat-sensitive paper, and then that's it, you see. So I mean, but they are great, really great, and it's worth, if you're going for this, it's definitely worth going for some of the other extra cartridges as well.
Lovely. So this is $29.99. 548390 is your item number for the double-sided lamination. Now this one is one side is laminating and one side is magnet.
It is. Now this is the one where you can, I've lost my tin lid's disappeared.
We'll find it.
So this is the one which creates magnets, which is great. If I can just, in fact, I'm going to point at it because they'll never find it, but on the other side of the bleachers on the studio by the flowers,
I see.
There's a big metal tin.
Over there.
If we can just grab it, that's fantastic. And then we'll show you. But these are magnets, so you can make magnets out of anything. Imagine these are magnets for your fridge.
There you
or
go.
maybe they are going to be key telephone numbers that you've got. Maybe they're going to be favourite recipes. Whatever it is, you can make your own magnets and they can sit there. Or maybe it's a little business and you want to magnetise your business cards. What a fantastic way of doing it. So this is the 9-inch cartridge which will fit in the 9-inch machine, but also of course the 9-inch machine takes 9 and 5-inch cartridges.
Right.
So if you can't stretch to this one, maybe you want to go for a 5-inch one instead.
So we've got the cartridges on the show now. Each of these are under a different item number. They do different things. So this is your double-sided. You get 18 feet of lamination. This is the refill, and 5-inch, or as you said, goes into the 9-inch Xyron.
So this will go, if you've got the smaller Xyron, which is the 5-inch one, it will go in there. Obviously great size. But if you've got the 9-inch machine, or you're getting the 9-inch machine, the 5-inch cartridges fit in that as well. And I will show you how simple and easy that is to do. So that's your laminate, like your cold laminate.
$14.99 for this one, 569205. It is, isn't it? It's a really good price. Then we go on to the one-side magnet, one-side lamination.
Absolutely. No, so they're exactly the same, but a narrower cartridge. So again, you can be putting all your precious memories, maybe those special photos that you want to have, and they are going to stay stuck no matter what you do.
There you go.
I mean, so easy to achieve. It's a great facility to have, isn't it? Really good.
And this is just $17.99.
Yes.
Your item number is 990212. And then last but not least, we've got the lamination. This one is acid free, so
acid free, but it's laminate on one side and it's adhesive on the other.
Right.
And the reason that's important is if you want to use them in scrapbooks, or if you want to use them as permanent decor, you want to put them into a picture frame or something, you want them to stay stuck, go for the one with the adhesion on the back and the laminate on the front.
Okay.
Because if you try and put adhesive onto the back of the double-sided, you will drive yourself bananas. That's why they do the two different cartridges. So this one here, that is the double-sided laminate.
Right.
But if you want to stick the things you've laminated to anything, go for this one here.
Okay.
Which has the permanent adhesive on the back. And of course, because it's acid and lignin free, fantastic for scrapbooks.
yes, because it's going to last then. Just $14.99. Oh, what have you got there? Oh, yes.
Just things like memories. I mean,
Yeah.
I was saying in the earlier show, I very nearly lost a whole lifetime's worth of photos just recently when my computer died, and it just brought it home to me that actually it's nice to have electronic memories, but actually being able to have memories that you can hold, whether they are scrapbooks or whether they're photo albums, is really important. That's actually my grandma and her sister.
Look, oh, that's so nice,
sweet, isn't it? But you know, they are precious. They're really precious. And for me personally, the thought of not having my family photos was heartbreaking. So yeah, it's brought it home to me that you need to get them out and get them into albums.
And so do go for this cartridge, really good, $14.99. Have a look on the website at hochanda.com. Now we've got lots of lovely dies. We've got a bundle with the diamond press where effectively you're not paying for the diamond press, and it's a really handy little machine. Wonderful and portable, but super strong as well. Now we've got some wonderful Freedom prices. Now I think it's 30% off if you're a Freedom member for these dies. They're a lovely size die. They're big, but they still go through the diamond press, which is really good. So here, $19.99, but $13.99 if you're a Freedom member. So do check those out. We've got the friends and family word dies. We've got the male dies, the female ones. We've got the new baby wedding, all sorts of different ones.
I can't believe the Freedom price on these. I mean, especially when you think they come on storage.
Yeah, as well.
It's just crazy, isn't it?
I know. Oh, and speaking of storage, actually, we have also got the easy storage that will fit these boards, and they'll also come with 3 refills as well. Okay.
So this is your Xyron. This is a 9-inch Xyron. You take it out of the packet. What you do is you take the handle out. You can see it just sits in there. So you just flick the handle up and it's ready to go. There is nothing electronic on this machine. All you do, I'm just going to see if I can turn this round. What you would do is you feed the items that you want to go through, whatever they might be, into the feed tray, just like this. Yep. And then I'll turn it round so you can see what's happening here. And then you turn the handle. And that's it. They are now ready to stick down. So we'll also put some leather in there. What about some mount board? Let's put a really delicate die in there as well. So for the 9-inch one, all you do is just turn the handle and that's it. And you can be creating, that's your cutter, which is there, so you don't even have to find a pair of scissors. Then you can move that out the way. And of course these are all now stickers, so because this is rub and peel technology, all you need to do now is give this a rub. Yeah. And what you're doing by that is, one, making sure that the adhesion has gone on the back, but you'll notice I'm also going around the shapes with my thumbnail, or you could use a pen or pencil, and that's just to break the adhesion around the edge of the shape. So what you could do is actually
you're going to create a new board?
I was just looking for my pen, yeah. I was just looking for my pen, but I've hidden it. But oh no, here we go. Okay. Two things which are really useful to have. One is something like a pen or an embossing tool, especially if you're doing something delicate, really handy, just to go around and make sure that you're breaking all that adhesion around the outside of it. And of course you are working on the outside sheet, which is going to be going around. Now if you want to, what you can also do, and I know Debbie does this. Yeah. She tends to rub it on the back as well. Yeah, why not? To be sure, to be sure. That's why. So here we go. We'll just give that a quick rub as well. And then all you do is you peel it off. And it's ready to go. So here we go. You just take it on one side, peel it off. And if you've ever watched any of us demonstrating, and you know we have things which are pre-sticky and we just put them on our cards, this is how you do it. This is exactly how you do it. Always helps if you don't get it stuck to itself, but there you go. So there we are. That's done. Get rid of that bit and let's start building this up, shall we?
What impresses me are the different thicknesses you can put through as well. I mean, you've got all sorts of different materials here.
Absolutely. About up to the size of the width of a 50p piece. Okay. Is probably the easiest way of doing it. But look, you can be putting these straight on and they're ready to go. Even things like buttons. Even things like, there we go, we'll have a metal charm there as well. Yeah. And I haven't had to change the glue at all. We've got wood there as well. We have got leather. Yep. There too. We've got a little flower. Now this is a little fabric flower. Let me just peel those petals off. It's delicate. But again, very delicate. And but it works absolutely fine.
You wouldn't want to get your wet glue on the fabrics and things like that.
You really wouldn't. Now this, yes. Now here we go. This is a vellum.
You did this earlier.
We did. We cut this out earlier. So there we go. And there we go. Now look, all of that on a board.
And it's super, super strong, isn't it?
This is the thing. I mean, that's ready to go now. If you're crafting and you need things to be done straight away, just look at what you could be doing straight away. This is a great piece of kit. And you know, there are so many things. The reason Xyron, which is an American brand, has been going so long is their products work. Yeah. That's why we keep bringing them back. I personally love my Xyron. It sits out on my desk. I would be hard-pressed to craft without it these days.
Edge-to-edge adhesion. Now, we've got different sizes for you. This is the cute little 3-inch one. Is this disposable?
Yes. Right. Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, you hang on to the board and we'll pop some bits through the 3-inch one as well. So, the 3-inch and the 1.5-inch are both disposable, but they both work in a similar way with the rub and peel technology. So, this is your feed. So, you just drop the bits you want to pop into there and pull it through. That's it. Great to have at the side of your desk if you're crafting. Really nice and easy. So what we've got here, I mean, you'll be quite surprised how much you can actually get through a 3-inch machine. And you've got, can you see, you've got like you would have on your cling film at home. teeth. Your little teeth, and that's it. And again, rub and peel technology. So we're just going to give that a good old rub, especially with fabrics. I would strongly recommend you give it a rub, because fabrics is like having the most intricate die cut. If you imagine where you've got fabric which is woven.
Very fibrous.
Very fibrous, absolutely. And then it even tells you on there, doesn't it? It says rub and peel. Even you know, you can't even forget how to do it. You've got a little edge you can get hold of.
Yeah.
Dispose of that bit, and here we go. So we have got corrugated card.
Yep.
Done. We've got a little die-cut house which has been covered. That can sit down there. And what about a little felt button? Let me just...
Bit fibrous, yeah.
Well, it would be fine. It's actually fine. It's just I pulled it too quickly.
No worries.
But there we go. I'm going to pop him on the board anyway. So there we go. So take a bit of time when you're doing your felt.
Yeah. There we go. So really, really good adhesion. This is meant to last. Now, if you want the 3-inch, it's on the screen for you. It's only £12.99. That's ever so good. Your item number is 525385. The 1.5, if you want that little one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Here we are.
Little
Just
diddy
opening
one.
mine up. It's brand new. So that's how it comes. And the baby one has on itself, it's still 20 feet. There is still 20 feet of adhesion on that. That's quite some size, really, isn't it? So let's pop this in. Look, it works in exactly the same way. You pop the thing that you want in there. Great for long thin things.
Yeah.
As well. There we go. Just about went through, didn't it? And then you just tear it off. There we are. And then you would rub and peel that, and you can stick that on as well. Fantastic.
So another really good portable one with that. So the details are on screen. Now, we've got the diamond press, and it's on with a fabulous deal, as you would expect, because if you look at the price, now the diamond press itself is normally £29.99. Well, that's the saving on it. So it's almost like you're getting the diamond press for nothing. Now, you've got the diamond press, plus you've got 4 lovely little rosette dies, and you've got a cutting folder. Then have a look at the dies that are coming with it. You've got the baby, the wedding, and you've also got the words of endearment. Now, they are normally £34.99 on their own. Now, if you're spreading the cost on FlexiBuy, you can do that. And as I said, you will be getting the diamond press for nothing. So it's £34.99, or you can pay for it outright, but it's a really good deal, and they're fabulous dies. So here is our 9-inch Xyron. You've seen how good this is now. It's one of those essentials. With a lot of die cuts, they can be very intricate, and you just don't want to have to faff about with the wet glue. Like I said, there's always a place for wet glue, but sometimes you need the Xyron instead. So that's why I'm saying if you go for it, because it's on a really fab deal with £40 off. You have got 25 feet that's already preloaded in terms of adhesion, but you're also getting the extra refill cartridge, which has another 40 feet on it. And again, just check out these gorgeous cards. Oh, and home decor. So everything on these samples has been stuck down with the Xyron. Now, when it comes to fabrics particularly, the glue tends to seep through, and it warps it and distorts it, and it starts to look a mess. Not with the Xyron. Now you can see you create a fantastic professional finish. I love that. Look at this material. You've got some cork, you've got some felt. And then again, if I bring this in, doesn't it look so professional? No gluey mess at all. And these are samples that have been going for years. Years. That is how strong the adhesive is. If you want to do a full background, again, can you see all that little detail? And sometimes with wet glue, it's a bit frustrating because you can pop a dot here and a dot here and a dot here, but then you get extra little bits that are going to stick up and pull off. So with the Xyron, you've got edge-to-edge adhesion. And then look at this. Isn't that fabulous? Now, this bundle is 60% of the stock gone. It's $79.98, or you can spread the cost, 2 payments of $39.99, and it's a £40 saving. 882258 is your item number. Ever so good. OK, so then the next one that we've got... Sorry, I'm chuckling because I've got a post-it stuck to the front of my shoe. Right, so the next one that we've got is the lamination. It's cold laminating. It's double-sided, and as you can see, this is going to fit the 9-inch perfectly. But it's about keeping things in order. It's about making things last. So whether you do your recipes, as you can see here, and it's a favourite recipe, and you don't want to have to keep printing off bits of paper, keep it safe. So in my previous life to Hochanda, I used to run my own business with makeup and whatnot, and so I would put the price lists out, and I love my laminator at home, but it's really good to have the cold laminator. So again, it's going to keep everything nice and pristine because it's wiped clean as well. What about patterns? If you've got patterns for things that you adore, and again, you want to make it last, perfect. $29.99 for this refill. Your item number is 548390. Moving along, now this is the one that laminates on one side, but then it's a magnet on the other side. I love this game that's been made. So as you can see, it's the magnet, and then it's a snakes and ladders. I like that. It's good, isn't it? So, and here we go, pop it down. So no heat or electricity needed, you just pop it into your 9-inch. You don't have to have finished a whole roll, let's say, of your adhesive to then switch this in and out. It's absolutely fine, don't worry about that. So very good, again, for preserving things. And I don't know why, but it's just something that's very pleasing. I love fridge magnets, I just love them. So if you would like to go for this, this is just $29.99. Your item number is 075009. Here it is. There it is. Oh, no, it's not. OK, Andy. What are we doing? Right, next one. Conversations that go on. Right, next one. So we've got some 5-inch refills, but don't worry, the 5-inch will still fit the 9-inch as well. This one is your double-sided lamination refill. You've got 18 feet on here, and it's just so useful to have, isn't it? Again, it's your cold lamination. You can see, this is great, isn't it? Keeping things together on a keyring. Could be colour charts. Maybe it's a crafty colour chart, something like that, that you want to keep safe. So this is just $14.99, 569205. Now, it's a different item number for each of these. This is the one that laminates on one side and it's a magnet on the other. It's your refill. It's got 7 feet on it. And again, you can pop this in your 5-inch, but you can also pop it into your 9-inch. And here's another good example of a magnet one side and the lamination the other side. $17.99, 990212. And then last but not least, we've got the one side that's adhesive and the other side that laminates. So it's really, really good for your scrapbooking, and it's acid and lignin free. So any photos or anything like that, they're going to last. They're going to stand the test of time. You get 18 feet on this. Again, just to reiterate, not just for your 5-inch, but also for your 9-inch Xyron as well. $14.99, 441045. A few more things for you to add to your baskets. Now, we've got the words. Now, these are a ridiculous deal because we've got freedom discounts on it. So this is your celebration. Now it's $34.99. However, if you're a freedom member, it's got a 30% discount. $24.49 we've taken it to. 179242 is your item number. We've also got the family and friends. They're coming onto the screen. Ridiculous saving again. We're being far too generous. $19.99, but if you're a freedom member, just $13.99. 268961 is your item number. We've got the female words. They're a lovely font and a lovely size, but they will still go through your diamond press. So you've got auntie, ma'am, mum, grandma. I just like it. I just love all the different, you know, from different parts of the country.
I've never seen them at that price.
Me neither.
I have never, ever seen those words at that price.
Very good.
It's just, I mean, it's a bit of a shock to be
I know.
It's a bit of a shock. But anyway, there we go.
Okie dokie. Oh, this is cute.
Yeah, I was playing with that. I was making that whilst you were chatting. Look. Now, imagine you've got some of the die cuts, like the little penguin from Sarah's Cute Christmas.
Yeah.
You run it through and make it a magnet. You've got your own festive fridge magnets or whatever they might be, decorations that you can keep. It's a great thing to do.
It is. They're
just
enjoyable,
to decorate
aren't
your
they?
home, or maybe if you've got younger members of the families, because this is all cold, there is nothing they can cut themselves on.
Yep.
The blade, even the blade for trimming, is encapsulated, so there's nothing that people are going to hurt themselves on. It's a great way of being. But anyway, I thought, going back to the machine, I thought I would show you around it first. So this is how you will get it out of the box. Okay, so I put it back to how you would get it out of the box. This is your feed tray, that just folds down. The nice thing about them folding up as well is if you are travelling with them or if you are keeping them on your craft desk, everything folds flat. It's a lovely profile on the machine. And then here you've got, this is your cutting bar, as you can see. That's your rollers where it feeds through. And if we come round and I open this up at the back, you can see as you open the lid, it allows you to gain access. It opens those rollers at the front, and then if you want to change your cartridge, all you do is you take it out.
That's it.
That's it. So in here, inside here, let's see if I can put, there we go. Can you see you've got your dots, which tells you the different cartridges that you can get, and they're all colour coded, so you know. And can you see there's a little bit of green plastic? If you want to use the 5-inch cartridges, you just flick that up.
Yeah.
That's it. That becomes your runner. And what we're going to do is I've grabbed, now this is the 18-foot double-sided laminate cartridge. As you can see, it will tell you just there that that's what it is, and it will give you the colour coding just there. You can see, just there. And all you do is feed it so that this coloured bit is facing your feed tray. So you drop it in, here we go, that's it. Make sure you've got the tail of it just through your rollers, just here. And as you click that down, that presses those rollers together. As I'm fingers crossed, if I got that through, what we should see coming through as I roll it through, can you see? There is that laminate there. Of course, you're not going to laminate fresh air, but just so that you can see. So I've got a picture here. This is my niece and her Bezzy mate, Abby. So that is going to go through. I mean, this is a nice thing to maybe do for people who've got friends. I've also got a picture of my pal's dog.
Yeah. Oh,
Sam's dog, Bertie. Terribly cute, isn't he? But let's say we wanted to laminate that as well. And this is the thing, you've got all that space, and there, that's done. That's laminated. That is kept for all time. Cut very simply with it, and then once that's done, you can actually trim round this, because unlike the other laminates, it's not going to come apart. So I'm just going to leave
some of them do, don't they?
Boulder.
Yeah, when you cut them.
But it's such a good idea. But this could be, it might be your favourite cat, dog, it might be memories. As I say, great thing for laminating important numbers that you're just going to stick in your purse.
Yes.
Maybe, you know, obviously not security ones, but, you know, key people maybe. Maybe it's people to contact in case there's an emergency.
Very good point.
Really handy to do. Now look, that's done, that's ready now. You could pop that on something, and again that one just here sticking to me, isn't it? It's the static in it.
Yeah.
But again, it's not hard. I mean, obviously if you want to trim that with a guillotine, by all means do, but this is absolutely fine for now.
For the purposes.
Yeah.
So it's about preserving things.
That's right, and it's about keeping things safe. It's about not having to worry about them. It might be, as I say, birth certificates, marriage certificates that you want to keep safe.
Aww.
But look, if you look at that, look, that is perfect. That lamination is perfect. You haven't got bubbles in it.
Nope.
It's just ready to go. Absolutely fine.
Lovely.
Okay.
So the refill is on screen. That's just $14.99. It's your 5-inch, but it will go into, as we can see, the 9-inch.
Okay, so, and then I'll just show you again. So if you want to take it out, you just lift out the whole cartridge.
Right.
That goes to one side. If you want to then put your 9-inch cartridge in, put your little tab down. And then again, you're going to slide this cartridge in. And I'm just going to make sure upside down, back to front, that we've got it in the right place. And all you need to do is to remember that that pink bit, or the bit which has got the details, faces your feed tray.
Right.
Make sure you've got the little tail bit through, so that when you press this down and click that into place, that is there, and through your rollers, and that's it.
Ready
How
to go?
simple is that?
Very, very good
really
indeed.
Really nice and easy, isn't it? So, and then we can carry on. Shall I
Okay.
just put a card together
Why
nice and
not?
quickly?
Because you'll see how easy this is. And again, edge-to-edge adhesion
Yes.
for all your matting and layering, not just intricate dies.
That's right. So we're going to pop that one through there and that one through as well. So there's my matting and layering done. And you know, the thing about being able to use the cartridge the right size, let's put that on, there we go, is that you don't waste any adhesive.
Yes.
So I'm just going to put this down. There we go. There we go. And we can put a card together. But I've actually got a little sentiment that I need to pop on this card as well. So rather than pop that through the big machine, I'm going to pop this through.
It's worth
the
having the
little
different
one.
sizes.
It really
You don't want
is.
to waste with the 9-inch.
That's right. And there we go. So that's that one done. So there we are. So we'll just put a card together. Where did I put my actual card?
There it is.
That always helps. What I also did, can you see? I put a heap of buttons through as well between the shows. So we're going to use that to decorate the card.
And as you were saying, these can sit like this for years until you're ready to use them. Like the adhesion isn't going to go off.
I have literally got sentiments and the odd bits and pieces, which at the time I thought I'm definitely going to use that.
Yeah. Ran
it through the Xyron, and then whatever, it didn't make it onto the project. And rather than get rid of it, it just sits there now in my bitser box, and eventually I will use it.
Yep.
So there we go. But you know, it's nice, clean, easy to do. If you need to do a card in that's quick, you can. So this is just ready to open. There we go. So there is my mat. There we go. More or less straight. As straight as I ever managed to get. But you can also use that double-sided adhesion to do things like make your own foam pads.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And we can have a play with a few techniques as well. We can
yes,
do
please.
some, maybe we'll do some foiling with it.
Ooh,
maybe
yeah.
using some glitter.
Oh, yes, please, yes,
That
please.
would be good, wouldn't it?
Okay, so we'll
right.
do that.
There
there's
we go.
Much more than one use for these Xyron
definitely.
machines.
So we're going to make ourselves a little button tree. So here we go. I'll maybe not put all the buttons on that I had on before, but we will have a jolly good go. But here we go. And I mean, obviously you don't have to make button trees. I'm just playing, but it just shows the versatility of it.
There's no drying time either, which
That's
I like.
right.
Because if you were doing this with your 3D glue gel, that takes forever.
It does. It does. You have to be really, really patient. And I'm not so good at being patient, I must admit. So let's pop that one up there. We'll stick a pink one at the top to be the star. We'll maybe put a couple on like baubles. There we go. So there's my tree.
Lovely.
You see? And then what we're going to do is we're going to just give this a quick rub. Now this is one of the fonts from the
word dies?
Yeah, the word dies.
Celebration.
That's right. I've also put a little snowflake through there. But just ignore that snowflake for a second. I'll show you what we're going to do with that. We're going to do a bit of a technique.
Okay.
But again, I've just run it through the Xyron. There we go. You peel away the outer layer. There we are. And we're just going to grab this. But, I mean, the Xyrons are really handy for fonts, for sentiments. Essentially what they do is they turn... I think Xyrons and little dies are the way, you know, they have replaced, for me, they've replaced the peel-offs.
Yes.
That you used to do. So we're going to put Christmas just down there. There we go. And then we'll grab the Merry, and then we'll do a technique. Should I just show you how we could do something interesting with that snowflake? So there we go. Here we go.
Oh, right. There's only a couple left of these Xyron 9-inch.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, approaching limited on those. Gosh.
That's been busy.
Yeah, very busy.
Right, so you've got a very quick Merry Christmas tree.
Yes.
But I've still got this snowflake. So we're just going to peel this off.
Look how sticky that is.
Yeah, it is really, really sticky. Here we go. I'm just peeling this away and trying to keep my hands away from the sticky. There we go. And I've got a piece of foil here. Now this is our, our ordinary foil that you can get.
Yeah.
So instead of putting that on, what I've done is put that on the sticky side. So imagine now, you can do your die cuts out of anything. Do your die cuts
fabulous.
out of white card.
Yeah.
Which is very plentiful, and it doesn't really matter. You can then foil them so that any colour to match your foiling. I mean, how fantastic is this? Here we go. Oh, that one needed a bit more of a rub.
Instant foiling.
Yeah, pretty much. You can rub them a bit more than I'm doing now, but you know what? Isn't that fun?
That's clever. Like you said, if you've only got, you know, white cardstock, you can make it any colour that you fancy.
Absolutely. I mean, they are really good fun. You're going to have great fun enjoying them. That would even fit, more or less, on my card, wouldn't it? There we go.
Thank you, Fiona.
There we go.
It's so good to see. The Xyron are so, any of the sizes are so useful. Now, just while you reset, Fiona, quick recap then. Here it is. First one coming onto the screen is the 3-inch. Now, this is your disposable Xyron. This is £12.99, 525385 is your item number. Next up, we've got the 1.5. Lovely little portable gadget, this. And again, this is disposable. And it's just £8.99, very affordable. How many? How many? What was that? 20 feet on that. That's good, isn't it, of adhesion? 151547. And then we've got the 9-inch, but this is uber limited. If you want it, it's now time to get it. It's not going to be here this afternoon, I should imagine, for the 3 o'clock. £79.98, and you're getting 65 feet of adhesion in total. You can also spread the cost on FlexiBuy. 2 payments of £39.99. Item number is 882258. One other thing for you is the laminate and magnet refill. And this one is for the 9-inch machine. It's £29.99. 075009 is your item number. All you need to do then is give us a call, 01733602000, or do check out on the website at hochanda.com. So you see lace and ribbon and all that.
Yeah.
Wet glue just won't do.
That's so true. Oh dear.
Very nice.
We seem to have hit a rhyming bit at the moment. We will get ourselves out of it eventually, but let's just... there we go. So I've got some ribbon and I've got some lace. And what have I got in here that we could pop on? Oh, there we are.
Nice bit of mirror card.
That's lovely. That's pretty. That will go. But, and again, one of those little jars might be a jar for something you finished in the pantry.
Yes.
So... we can either use a big machine or we can use a small machine. Shall we just use the big machine and I'll just run it through?
Yeah.
It's exactly the same process. Exactly the same process that you would do for all. So let's pop that lace through. There we are.
Oh, it's gone. It's sold out. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll put the others through the 3-inch machine then.
That works.
Because they will all work exactly the same. There we go. So I'm just going to pop that to one side there. I mean, we've still got the cartridges, haven't we? So I would be grabbing some of those magnetic ones because they're the ones that, to be fair, we struggle to keep in stock. We really do. I mean, I know Debbie's done shows and I've done shows, and we've sat there and gone, we need more. And honestly, you should hear how we beg. When we know we've got one of these shows coming up, it's like, oh, go on, please, can we have some more? Honestly, it's worse than Oliver Twist. Here we go. So let's just pop that in. There we go. So I'll pop that in as well. What else have I got here that I might want to pop through? There's a pink heart as well. Let's pop that through as well. There we go. I don't like not filling up the whole of the space. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit alien to me because I would at home, which is also a reason why I've got bits. Now, again, because this is fabric, I like to give this a type rub. So I really want to be getting all of those little fibres attached to the glue. And again, we'll do the same with that heart. Now, for something like this, that little heart that you can see, I most definitely would either be going around this with a pen, or I'd be using my embossing tool, you know, the pink ones that come with the school board, or anything like that, or any of your round embossing tools, just to break the adhesion in all these little gaps. It's just a nice way of making sure that you don't get any little trails of sticking. And again, I'm just going to do the back of that as well, just to make absolutely sure. There we go. and that could be any form of bone folder. So those are done. Should we do the same with the lace that we did on the big one?
Yeah.
Now again, because this lace is like having the most intricate die cut you could ever have. I mean, especially lace, you've got all those tiny little honeycombs of fabric, and this is the thing, strong enough to stick metal and buttons permanently, but delicate enough that you can do lace as well. I mean, how amazing to have something which is instant and like that. And I love using fabrics and bits and pieces of my cards, but I hate it when the glue shows through. Really,
which it will with the lace,
you know, absolutely will. And then what we're going to do is we're going to peel this off. There we go. I have now got sticky lace, and then we're just going to pop this on and just turn it round. I mean, how simple.
Yeah, very nice and easy.
Is that to do?
Yeah.
And that's now that could be a wedding favour gift for a table, or nice whatever it might want. Yeah, I mean, it's that kind of thing, isn't it? Tea light in there?
Yeah, that would be gorgeous.
One of the electric tea lights would be great, wouldn't it? And of course, you get all the shadows from the lace as well.
That's a good point, actually. You get that silhouette. Yeah, really nice.
And then again, with the ribbon, we've now got sticky ribbons, so we can take that. Where's my... I was just wondering where I'd overlapped it. I was going to try and be neat as well. I mean, hey, not only are we doing lace and fabric, but we're being neat as well. And we're doing it on a jar. This is the other thing, permanent on a jar. I mean, it's quite extraordinary what you can now start to do.
Look at that. That's really good. Because, you know, again, you're not going to get wet glue on the jar either.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
So there we are. We've got a little heart.
How pretty is this?
And if you wanted to, there we are. We've got a little padded felt heart, which could just sit there. There we go. Sweet,
so adorable. So it really opens up the possibilities with what you're able to stick, and it is, as we've seen, a very, very strong adhesive. So I'm just going to do a quick recap, and then I'll be back with you. So here is the 3-inch Xyron. This is your disposable one. Just nowhere near that, £12.99. Your item number is 525385. Now, we've also got the 1.5, so these are so lovely and portable, aren't they? So this is the 1.5, you've got 20 feet on here, and it is just £8.99. 151547 is your item number. Now, we've got the celebration words. These are on a cracking deal if you're a Freedom member. They really are. Celebration words, so you've got all the ones that you could think of for your occasion, special day. You're invited. You've got your numbers, so you can start personalising. Belated on your Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, just Christmas on its own, Happy Birthday, invitation, and there's Valentine. So it's all the things that you'll be needing. Have you seen this? 30% off if you're a Freedom member. Now, just check out the size, because I think they're such a lovely size and beautiful font, and they really hold their own. They look, they are a really nice large size, but they do go through the diamond press, no problem. And again, just look at these. Aren't they pretty? The font is just glorious, isn't it? Happy anniversary, happy birthday. They look lovely drop shadowed, don't they? And then here we go. This is what I mean. You can personalise. Happy 57th. Why not? Because you're not going to find that in the shops. They also come to you on the board, the magnetic storage board, which has got the holes already punched in so you can pop them straight into the easy storage machine. So celebration words, now these are £34.99. However, if you're a Freedom member, 30% off, just £24.49. Now, speaking of the storage, there's a nice lot of dies in here. This is the storage. Now, this is Fiona's one. She's filled it with her own dies. But this will come to you with 3 extra storage sheets. I mean, as I said, the dies are already on there, are on the storage sheet when you get them, but you'll get some extra blank ones. Very handy to have. Now, this is £13.98 for your storage. Your item number is 474987. There we go. Now, carrying on with the dies. We've got some more for you, and again, these have got a whopping 30% off. So first off, you've got the friends and family. So just to say, these are all separate. So it's this one that we've got. And again, very useful words, very, very nice font, lovely size. You've got step, parents, great, cousin, world's best, I like that one. So this one, again, just a few samples I'll show you. You're the world's best friend. See, that's really nice, isn't it? What a lovely centrepiece. We've got this one, number one friend. So some of these are mixing and matching, but again, it's nice to see the size. World's best sister. That's from the female words coming up. But the world's best is in this one. £19.99, but it's £13.99. I, same as Fiona, personally have never seen them at this price. So if you're a Freedom member, your quid's in. Your item number is 268961. Next one, so it's just this one on its own. Auntie, mam, mum, grandmother, wife, Mother's Day, granddaughter, mother, grandma, nana. Oh, that's lovely. So you even got regional accents going on with these dies. These are £19.99. However, yet again, if you're a Freedom member, you've got a good discount, £13.99. Your item number is 746634. Then last but not least, because it would be very rude if we missed the gents out, wouldn't it? We've seen the female word dies. Let's see the gents. So here you've got grandfather, son, Father's Day, dad, granddad, father, nephew, fiance, husband, uncle, brother and grandson. £19.99, but it's £13.99 if you're a Freedom member. Your item number is 581218. Few more things now. The diamond press. You're effectively not paying for this diamond press because the diamond press on its own is just £29.99. However, that's the saving that you've got on this bundle. So as I said, you're not paying for it really. You're also getting the 4 rosette dies, and you're getting one of the cutting folders. Now, we do have extra cutting folders as well on the show, so you can get a set of 12 of those if you want to. But this particular collection comes along with all those dies. It's the wedding, the baby, and you've got the words of endearment for £69.99. However, you can spread that cost. 2 payments of £34.99. 421123 is your item number. All you need to do is give us a call, 01733602000, or check out on the website at hochanda.com. Right, we're sticking more stuff.
Yes, I thought I'd just show you using the smaller machine. So again, what you've got in here, can you see? So your feed is essentially, you drop the bits in there, but instead of a handle, you pull. Okay. That's as difficult as it gets. I mean, isn't this great? So again, but exactly the same things that you could be putting through there. You could be using this for felt, you could be using it for wood, you could be using it, I'm just making sure I get that bird in the centre, pulling it through there, which is great, or maybe your little branches, we've got sentiments in there as well, and then I'm going to pop a whole heap of lace through that as well, because of course the lace will work in either machine. Indeed. Not just the big one. It's the same quality of sticky. Yeah. Regardless of which one you go for. There we go. Look at that. There you go. And then again, as I say, it's even just got the tear. So there you are. So you could be getting these ready. Maybe you're going on holiday and you don't want to take the whole machine. That's fine. Pre-make your things you want, because you can take them with you, because it doesn't matter. You don't even have to leave the protective covering on. Oh, really? I mean, you can really, this really is crafting on the go. And these little disposable ones are a fantastic one just to have in your craft bag. They really are.
Tell you what, nice size for stockings, Christmas stockings.
Perfect size. Perfect size. And do you know what? If you're giving it as a present for younger members of the family, you can absolutely guarantee you won't get glue spilt everywhere.
Oh,
which
that's
is
a good
so handy. Especially, you know, a crafter will love it because it is a hard-working dye, hard-working glue. But if you've got younger members of the family, they'll love the fact that they can be independent. You haven't got to supervise them with the... Yeah, imagine the stickers they could make.
Yeah, they'll enjoy that.
Absolutely. If they start getting gold stars on all their homework, you might want to wander and have a look, though. But there we go. So I've given that a jolly good rub. So now what we're going to do is peel that covering protective layer away, which just peels straight away. And then we'll pop this on. So again, lace. And we know that lace can be... Oh, don't let it bounce back. But there we go. There we are. Phew. Still managed to get it done. There we go. And I mean, that again is perfect. I suddenly thought that was going to be an interesting decorative border then, wasn't it? So we've got a little house.
And again, I just want to stress that these boards, some of the ones that you've seen, have been around for years.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, Debbie and I just keep adding to it, really. And every now and again we look at them and we go, oh, we really should have a clear out. But absolutely, they're fine. Nothing is falling off them. So yes, I think we are keeping the country together. But if you want to know if there's anything you're thinking of and you're sitting there going, well, I wonder if it would stick this, ask. You know, come through and ask, or put the question through, and we will find something to stick them with and show you whether they work. I mean, as I say, it really is just the width, and anything up to the width of or the depth of a 50p piece will be fine. But look, you cannot see
any of the adhesion.
The adhesion. You can't see any glue. You cannot see, even in the lace, and that's all done and ready to go. So imagine that is your projects. Imagine that is your 3D project. You can be doing all of this straight away. It's great.
And of course, you know, with the fabric I think fabric and vellum is the one that impresses me the most.
Yes.
Because with vellum, you know, you would have to, obviously wet glue, even if it's a dry clear glue, you can still see the residue. Or you'd have to start using brads, but not when you've got the Xyron. You just can't see it. It's really good.
Okay, now I know this one has gone. However, we've still got the cartridges, so I am going to show you again. Now, the cartridges will also work in the 5-inch Xyron. Yeah. So that they are multi-purpose. So if you've got the 5-inch Xyron at home, or you've already got this at home, what I'm doing is I'm changing that out, popping this forward, because I'm going to put the magnetic cartridge in again. Right. So, and again, all you do with your magnetic cartridge is just slide it in. Can you see?
So you've separated it, have you?
I haven't separated it.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
how it comes.
Oh,
so,
I see.
And then if I just close that down, you'll see the rollers are grabbing that to keep it flat. Right. And then I have another family photo here. Not sure I necessarily want this one on the fridge, but there we go. Actually, the reason I like this one so much is it was taken a couple of years ago, and at that stage I'm still taller than all my nieces and nephews, which actually is not the case anymore.
They've shot up now, have they?
No.
Yeah.
But again, look at this. That has taken seconds to do. And all we're going to do is to cut around it. Imagine if these are keepsakes that you're sending. Maybe they're trinkets. Maybe you're actually making your own Christmas crackers. And instead of putting little gifts, maybe you're going to put little fridge magnets that you've made up or something. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, especially things like, you know, things like numbers that you usually use. You're getting so much on here. There's 18 feet on the 5-inch cartridge alone.
That's a lot of magnet.
That is a lot of magnets. And then, where should you find a place? There we go.
See, it's super strong, isn't it? I love this tin is becoming a
memory
box.
Fridge.
I love that. So if you'd like to go for this cartridge, it does fit the 5-inch and the 9-inch. Then it's just $17.99. That's really good. Oh, we've got 3 minutes. Anything else you'd like?
Should we do one more quick technique?
That would be good.
One more quick technique. Okay, I've got a little die cut. We're going to pop it through the baby one, which again, baby one has a huge amount of space in it. Do you know, actually, I'll tell you what. It's quite funny because what the team here will tell me is people use the smaller ones and you go, yeah, I can see that. Totally understand it. Now, we'll do a quick technique. We'll put some glitter on this, shall we?
Yes, please.
So I've just given that a rub on the back. Take the protective layer over. The only thing I have to try and remember is to keep my fingers off it. Okay. So I've actually got a little bit there on the corner, so I'm just taking that off, and you can see sticky. There we go. Right. Nice and sticky. You can tell it's sticky. It's sticking to me. There we go. Hey, right, you stay there. And red glitter.
Okay.
If I can get the lid off. If I can't get the lid off, we'll go for one of the others, because I'm not fighting with it. Let's go for the pink glitter and see if I can get the lid off that.
Yeah,
there we go. We'll have a pink glitter. There we go. But done. How quick is that?
That's
Look
nice.
at that. So think about using There we go. Think about using this for your glitters as well. You can see I had a bit of glue excess that needed to trim off, but that's fine. How pretty.
So many uses. So you've seen that the adhesion with any of the Xyron machines that you get is fabulous. It's a permanent and things will stay down. I was just looking for more boards, but they're down the other end.
There's a couple there and I'll grab the other one, shall I?
There we go. Check this out. So you can see it's different materials. So there's a button here, metal embellishment, there's craft metal, there's some wood, there's some fabulous leather that's stuck down, mirror card, vellum, and you can't see any of the glue through it. Bit of corrugated card, more mirror card felt. What have you got there, Fiona?
Okay, and we have got vellum, leather. I've got corrugated card. There's your vellum there. If I turn that over, look, we've got hessian there. We've got balsa wood, ribbon, the most delicate of die cuts in there as well. I mean, the thing is, it will make anything you want into a sticker, whether they're picture frames, whether they're metal charms, whether they're really delicate, or whether you just want edge-to-edge adhesion. These are going to be great. You're going to love them.
Lovely. So we've got on screen for you the 3-inch Xyron for just $12.99. Yes, it is indeed. I couldn't remember. So do give us a call, 01733602000, or check out on the website at hochanda.com, and we'll see you at 3 o'clock. More coming up after this short break, so please do stay tuned. Lovely hour coming up with Hayley Smith. Coming up next, yes, we are printing your own fabric with Craft Yourself Silly, followed by stamping with Hobby Art, and then we've got the one-day special.
Hi, I'm Katie from Sizzix, and I've been crafting since I had my first daughter 16 years ago. I've been in the craft industry now for 5 years, and in that time I've become a creative designer and worked with many companies. I'm really pleased to be working for Sizzix and to be on Hochanda to bring you inspiration and education and show you how to get the best from our machine and our dies. With Sizzix, the possibilities are endless, and we want to show you how. So don't forget to tune in for my shows with Sizzix here on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Bev, I'm from Be Crafty. We have been going for about 14 years, and 4 years ago we started designing and making our very own stamps just for you. All of our stamps are designed and made here at Be Crafty by my own fair hands, and we love using them for lots of different crafty projects. I love playing with our stamps and templates and getting as inky as I can, whether it's spraying or blending ink or stamping ink, paints, everything. We absolutely love it, and that's what we want to show you when we come to Hochanda, because we get to demo as much as we like, which is fantastic, so I can show you all the techniques that I'm learning too. So make sure you don't miss the Be Crafty shows on Hochanda.